Okay. Big man, you wanna hear some hot takes? Let's see how woke you are. You know something about podcasts? Hell, dígame. You kidding me or what, man? I got these 3 drunk uncles with a sports podcast. They say they got fire takes, pure fuego. You find them wherever you listen to podcasts at. If it's what you like and you subscribe. Listen, like, and subscribe, yeah. You know how to call into the show? Yeah, man, do the Podbean app. You'll need headphones with a mic to call in. That's no problem, man. They'll also be at Sharky's, 8:07 p.m. on the first Wednesdays of the month. You may get some free Blue Chew. And they keep receipts or so. If anything happens in the sports world, MyT's gonna drop a take faster than a rabbit gets fucked. There's only 3 things I have in this world. My word, my balls, and this podcast. And I don't break them for nobody. MyT Sports Season 7.
Oh shit. Woo! Okay, right behind the scenes. Evening and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only Untitled Chapter. I got my co-host in the room. It's been so long since you've been gone. I've been alone and I miss you. Welcome back. Got my co-host, the Quiet Storm KJ, back in the building. Shit boy. You already know what to do. Yo, it is another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. It is February 21st. It is officially Season 7, Excerpt 66. I'm sorry, Episode 66.
Ooh, that's good.
Do you know why you really need to be there on Wednesday? Because today is Excerpt 399 of the podcast, which is on Wednesday night, is Episode 400.
Damn.
You've been here for at least over 100 episodes now. You was definitely here for the episode 300.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Tell me if you was here for episode 2. Nah, what are you? Nah. But I do remember how fast we went from 2 to 3, and we went even faster from 3 to 4.
Yeah, 'cause we started doing more shit. Niggas wanted this content.
We started growing.
Niggas wanted this drip. This podcast drip. This sports drip. So come get it.
Definitely come get it.
Take that.
Listen, we got a big show. We got a whole lot to get into. We got a big show to get into, right? We have all
dropped the bomb Wednesday.
And
you know I hadn't been going for reasons that I'm not gonna say on air. But I might have to make an exception.
Listen.
I might have to make an exception.
Listen, Sharky's is in Coral Springs, and Coral Springs at times can be a little unruly with its police force.
Unruly there! Shit on my way. I passed about.
I have a reminder for you.
Oh, listen, they're always out there. They just don't fuck with us. Sharky's. And you have to get into an accident outside of Sharky's.
They must. I'm telling you, Sharky's is the mob. They must have something on all them niggas. Telling you. Is that the point? I mean, granted, because I've had my times of recently leaving Sharky's on a late tip on a Friday night, coming up in the area and seeing some people way after work, and it's like 1, 2 a.m. and the whole time like, Lord, it's in your hands. It's in your hands.
Listen,
and then I see people who literally, I kid you not, one night I left, niggas is right there on the intersection. Doing donuts.
And you like, how did you get away?
I said, if this nigga can get away with that, I'm good to get to my crib.
For real.
Speaking of donuts, nigga, on my way here, I'm cool enough. What light was I at? I was on Pine Island Commercial, waiting for the light to turn green.
What's going on, Ronnie? I see you.
All of a sudden, I'm hearing. I'm like, wait, why am I hearing that right now? What's that smell? Nah, no way. No fucking way. Right here? The car's just going. And all of a sudden I just keep seeing a shadow. You say, like, I know motorcycle niggas are not wilding like this right now. At 8 something on a Monday night. It's one thing to be doing this shit at midnight, 1, but 8 p.m. Monday night? Oh, y'all niggas don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. You know what?
I saw that shit the first thing I said. And you motherfuckers want to pull me over for some dumb shit.
But also when you see that, you have to also sometimes just say, you know what? That person should count their blessings and be thankful that they can see another birthday. And with that said, let's get into the birthday party. It's a Monday birthday. So you know what that means. We got 3 days of birthdays to go ahead and celebrate, right? You know the birthday song. This is your first time. Let's go ahead and listen. It ain't a hard song to pick up on. If you've been here before, you can go, you know how we get this. Let's follow. You know how we go. Because yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. Check it. Yeah, check it. Yeah, because it's your birthday, we sing happy birthday. Check it, yeah, check it, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get these birthday rundowns ran down. I feel like I've done these birthdays already. I definitely have done these birthdays already. That's how you know you've been doing a podcast where you already wishing people birthdays, and you already wish birthdays to already, right? So you want to say happy birthday to a former co-worker of mine, Sandra Willis. Happy birthday to you. I also want to say happy birthday to one of my homegirls, Jillian Christine. Don't worry, Jill. I got your business card in the background. We're going to get you on the podcast. We're going to come check you out as well. I'd like to also say happy birthday, right? Wait, these are birthdays today. Let me put that back. These are birthdays today. I know I'm going a little bit out of order, right? Also birthday, we got a birthday for Lady Stelly. Want to say happy birthday to you as well. And over the weekend, we didn't just have an all-star weekend. We had a couple of all-star birthdays as well. Want to say happy birthday to Kat Brown, who had a birthday on the 19th. That's my homie who used to live down here. Now she lives up in somewhere. Maybe it's North Florida with her boyfriend. I don't know where the fuck they moved to. It could be Tennessee, it could be North Carolina. It's just north of here, which could have been also West Palm Beach. Right? Want to say on the 20th, happy birthday to Hector Ubanias and to also Husan Manzour. Want to say happy birthday to both of you guys as well. Actually, they're only born on a year apart. They got all these motherfuckers 30, 32, 33. Okay, then we get some 39s and 41s in it. Lady, you 41? Hold on. Was that one? You know what? Let me not pull a Kevin Hart. We'll be like 41. Damn. My bad.
Almost choked on my shit.
Yeah. You know we have no sense here on the Mighty Sports Podcast. But also, a lot of us also were off today, right? Because we also would like to celebrate President's Day that was also going on today, right? President's Day happened to be was a day that was kind of inspired by the first president, George Washington. I think it was supposed to be his birthday. I think they changed it from George Washington's birthday to President's Day or some bullshit like that. But since they did that, it means that we don't have to just highlight George Washington. You can choose which president that you want to celebrate on President's Day. And I don't know if you guys know, but I am part of the 40-40 Club, which means that for 44, my president is black.
And my Lambo is blue, nigga.
So shout out to the first black president that there was, Barack Obama, who served the United States of America from 2009 to 2017, who probably had some of the most turnout in voters, especially in black voters, in recent history, as everybody flocked to make sure this historic moment was locked in American history. And that's how I choose to celebrate my President's Day.
Now, if I had that thinking, today would have been a much better day.
So, again, to everybody that's out there, right? So to Kat, and to Hector, and Hussein, and to Chandra, and to Jill, and to Lainey, we wish you a happy birthday. Hope you party hard. Hope you enjoy everything. But more importantly, we hope you continue to stay MyT. Well, I go on, Shug. You see my baby just walked into the building.
I ain't your baby. I'm playing. Everybody looked up.
Like, oh shit. What else? He was like, KJ's about to be like, oh yeah, so I just got a message. And yeah, you see what had happened was I didn't even know that today was my mom's birthday. I have to go like give her
You gonna get out of this?
I wouldn't even drop a whole story. I've been just like, okay, it seems like there's family problems going on right now. It's time for me to go.
It's Saturday night, All-Star 3.
Don't do it!
Oh man, we're gonna talk about all this, right?
Where's your little ugly container?
My little ugly container?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to get started up right now?
What we doing? What's going on? What's going on right here? Edit.
My exact reaction when I saw that. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a celebration right now. That's supposed to be a...
But see, you got people like this. That's the problem. You got people like this, B. You got people like this who want to do some whole shit.
No, not the whole shit.
the whole shit, you know?
Yeah, the whole shit.
Right?
Kind of language.
Calm down.
You're back in? You're back
No,
in?
my
It's funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck you.
What my chin itches? Like you tripping. Like,
I just came in here and fucked this shit up.
exactly.
Go sit down
You
somewhere.
came in here like a motherfucking wrecking ball.
That's my name.
No, you didn't even sugars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why changed it?
I don't know who authorized you to have a name change.
Hi, PJ. How you doing?
Yo.
Right, it says you guys' the birthday party is officially over, right?
Okay, no homo. You look like chocolate. Secondary chocolate to my man, though. Like, you know, like, he's premium. I have to say it like that because now it sounds really bad.
But please don't insult. Don't say premium and don't call me no doc. Don't do that.
No.
Just
You been in the sun lately? Did you get a tan?
No, he's just like
I don't
Dove and
do
you're like
sun.
Hershey's.
Okay.
you
So,
can't go wrong with Hershey's.
and listen, I use Dove to shower with, so it works.
Right.
I
Say
found a
that.
few Hershey's locations near you.
And now we got Google over here trying to instigate shit.
Exactly. Shut your shit.
All right, so let's get into it, right? Let's get into the tea of the weekend, folks. If you haven't realized this is the new Monday segment that has been taking over the nation, folks. And what we do, we just like to spotlight a couple of interesting stories from the weekend. And when I say spotlight, this is gonna be a nice little spotlight, but this is also something to get the week started off, because a lot of times.
Then let me get my shout out in real quick. My bad to interrupt. My homegirl Katie. Shout out to you. I seen you. No. Happy birthday. Just got married yesterday in the Bahamas.
Oh.
Shit was fucking beautiful. I seen all the pictures. I'm mad I wasn't there, but I had things to take care of, so I couldn't do that.
Yo, you know what? Yo, big shot. You know what?
In the Bahamas, B. Get fucking married in the Bahamas? Big shit.
That is.
I didn't understand that.
You didn't need to understand it.
Because nobody was talking to you, Google.
Right.
Like, I don't know what's going on ever since this new update that Google has. I have to re-give. I gotta re-give permission to everything. But
slick.
listen, but that is definitely warranted within our birthday celebration. It may not be a birthday, but it's definitely a celebration. So
Oh,
to
yeah.
your homegirl and doing big things in the Bahamas. You know what I mean?
Just fucking lit.
So, if we don't have any more slight distractions, let's get into a little bit of the tea of the weekend, right? This really is tea. We just gonna tee off on a few things. Like I said, we may not get to all these stories today, but it is a nice little sell for the remainder of the week. So let's go ahead and get this popping. Folks, what did the five fingers say to the face? That happened. Folks, there's unwritten rules, or unwritten, for a reason. They are too fugazi. They are too fukakta. They are too fraudulent to be actual rules. James Bouknight ejected from Connecticut. Don't know who the fuck James Bouknight is. I know he plays for Charlotte. I know he's in the NBA. Like, I know he's a professional, but seriously, he's like he's the least famous James currently in the NBA.
Because the other one's infamous.
Listen, there's a couple more. Like, listen, there was a James Posey, there's a James Harden, there's a James Jackson, like all of them. I'm just saying.
You put this trash shit on?
The All-Star week? I haven't seen
the Saturday night?
I haven't seen Saturday night yet. I saw the celebrity. I haven't seen Saturday.
Shit.
But talking about this, we had All-Star Weekend. We had HBCU. We had the G League. We had the skills. We had the dunk contest. I lost my place. We had the 3-point contest. We had the Rising Star. We had the All-Star. You understand? There was no stopping. Obi topping. Cole Anthony loses game and loses his pants, or loses the game with his pants at his knees. Don't understand that. That's not very New York, but I'm saying.
He had the Timbs though.
Yeah. And Curry goes off from 3. LeBron James, if you want me, whoa. LeBron James, if you want my son, come get me. Carl Anthony Towns wins contest from 3. Howard shines for HBCU. All-Star Weekend, 2022.
MyT.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Oh yeah, Steelers. Give the NFL the big FU. How can I forget about the top 75? The kid in me was in awe. The adult in me cried. And that is probably the shortest T of the weekend that I've had so far.
Bing bong.
What was that? Chill Will, welcome to the building. How you doing?
Oh yeah. I gotta hear my drop.
Drop
But chill,
takes,
Will.
don't you? Drop takes, don't you?
Sir, yes, sir!
Well, if you gonna drop takes, you might as well go expeditiously.
Cleveland! This is for you! In the building.
Bow. And if you did not learn about Josh Giddey before he dropped that triple double in Madison Square Garden, you have not been paying attention this season. So, oh wait, do we have Mark in here as well? I hear pots and pans. No, that was just Chill Will. Okay. You in Miami already, Chill Will?
What?
I heard pots and pans in the background. You in Miami already? Oh, you're at Cracker Barrel. Oh man. So
Have to get that late night buffet.
let me go ahead and get this out of the way, right? That way we can fully get into what we're really trying to get into this weekend. Because I know we're going to talk All-Star Weekend. I know we're going to talk everything about the All-Star Weekend. This whole entire show is probably going to be overly consumed and saturated about All-Star Weekend talk, because we all have something to say about it. We all got something to say about the rookies, about the skills challenge, the celebrity game, about the cheerleading, about the Jet champion, the LeBron and Durant game. You understand? Like there were things going on here, right? It was a big thing. But you know what I like to do here? You know what I really like to do? I really like to start off my podcast with a little bit of Knicks talk. So let me get into some Knicks talk. I'm not even going to give you any Knicks talk music because there's not a lot of Knicks talk to get into. Because fortunately for us, we don't have to talk Knicks until this Friday. Because there are no games until this Friday. Thank you, Lord. What I do have something to say about the Knicks. Take me out my misery. You do realize that...
Take me out my misery.
You realize that all of the names that I talked about in trade talks with the New York Knicks, every single last one of them got traded. Just not to the Knicks. I talked about C.J. McCullough on the move before people thought C.J. McCullough wasn't even on the move. Thought he may be a name that the Knicks are going after. Bam. Nope. He was going to Indiana. We talked about De'Aaron Fox out of Sacramento. What? We had the wrong point guard. But we knew this. But we also knew about. I'm not gonna make it sound like knowing that there was moves coming to Sacramento is a big thing, because everybody anticipated there was gonna be a move in Sacramento the day that Tyler Halliburton got drafted. It was just like, remember Milwaukee Bucks back in the day when they drafted like Flynn and they drafted like 5 guards back. Oh no, that was Minnesota. Because they had Ricky Rubio in my head, but they had Ricky Rubio, and then they drafted Flynn, and then some other guy. They could have wondered, like, yo, why the fuck are you guys drafting 5 point guards in 2 years? Like it was kind of like that. That's how it felt like the Sacramento Kings did. So it was inevitable that you thought they were gonna get moved, right? But like I said, for the most part, seeing all of these guys get moved that I heard in trade talks about with the New York Knicks, right, makes me still wonder. Did the New York Knicks fail in the trade this week? In this trade year, or did all of these teams do what all teams have done in the past and use the New York Knicks name as leverage for contract negotiations? Because there's way too many people I heard tied to the Knicks this year, and the fact that the Knicks are actually being ran halfly well made me buy into it a little bit more. Like when they're bad, I'm like, I ain't buying into none of this shit. When they're half good and supposedly being half well run, I'm like, okay, let's see what they do here to make moves. Like, you believe that some of these may be in the workings? No, not one. Nada. But as we talk about the trades that the New York Knicks didn't make, let's talk about the biggest trade that the New York Knicks won't make, or the biggest transaction the New York Knicks won't do. And again, because where All-Star Weekend was located, you guys really saw us. Not only are we going to talk a lot of All-Star today, but also, right, until we're almost black and even blue,
Cleveland! This is for you!
we're going to have some heavy Cleveland talk today, right? And one of the things coming out already of the biggest transaction the New York Knicks probably won't make, and that is moving heaven and earth to get Bronny so that LeBron James could come to the franchise? Because you know it's already happened. You know the call. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. There were 4 markets I wanted to listen to over the weekend, right? I wanted to hear the LA market. You understand the pattern a little bit later before you even think what the pattern is. I wanted to hear the LA market. After that, I needed to hear the New York. I needed to hear the New York market for a completely different reason, right? Not just for my Knicks, but I had to hear the New York market. I also had to hear the Phoenix market, so I had to hear what was going on there for a little bit. And I also had to hear the Chicago market. What was I listening for? Injury updates. And I just happened to stumble upon all of this other LeBron James shit. Right? And no doubt, the callers are already talking. And in New York, it's already out there. What if we give up Julius Randall, Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker to go after LeBron? I'm like, come on, man. One, I wasn't a fan of getting LeBron James in 08, 10, or whatever it was. I wasn't a fan of getting him then, when he could actually win my team a championship. And I definitely don't want him now, when he can't win a championship with Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook and Dwight Howard and all these other guys.
Granted, Anthony Davis can't win a championship with Anthony Davis.
Well,
Street Clothes Davis.
But it's also what pisses me off. The 1 year Anthony Davis wins a championship, he's a top 5 player suddenly. Like, all of a sudden, we forgot what the fuck he was. Anthony Davis couldn't help his team get the playoffs. It took Boogie coming there to make the playoffs. Boogie! And wait, I'm sorry. Boogie! It took 2 head cases, technically.
Rondo.
It took Boogie and Rondo. 2 guys that most other teams don't want because they're considered head cases, but yet he did enough to get to get Anthony Davis through to drag him through the over the playoff line, and then it took a worldwide pandemic to have Anthony Davis heal up to drag him through the finish line. I'm just saying, Anthony Davis is exactly who we thought he was, and that ain't no top 5 player in the league.
Nope, not at all.
I'm sorry, right now there's 3 centers I'm taking over him easily right now. And one of them is and 2 of them is African. I'm putting Giannis as a center. I don't know what position Giannis is playing these days. I'm putting Giannis as center. Because listen, when they play each other, or when they play against each other, they play each other. Giannis goes to guard him. And we saw Anthony Davis couldn't even get a shot over Giannis. Couldn't shoot over Giannis. That was a good ass game. That was still a good ass game. That's a nice little matchup back and forth. I said it was a good game. It was a nice matchup back and forth.
Funny. AD's fucking lucky that one motherfucker. No, not even ring. That Sabonis, he's lucky that nigga got traded to a bum team, so motherfuckers won't appreciate his greatness.
Oh, you talking about the Indiana guy?
Yeah, he got traded to Sacramento. I thought a contending team was gonna get him. Had that nigga went somewhere where like, what the fuck that nigga can do is.
He went to Miami so that Bam Bam could play center and he could stretch forward.
Oh wow, wow. Thank God that didn't happen. Heat culture strikes again.
For real.
Oh God.
Like, I hate it, but you gotta respect. I see.
Exactly.
This is how you know I respect them subconsciously, right? You know. You see, you can tell I respect Heat culture way more than I respect LeBron James.
Come on now.
You can just hear by the way I talk.
Heat culture taught that man how to win. Come on now.
So I don't have no more Knicks talk really, than the fact that Knicks fans already calling in and saying.
Only thing there's not even words to describe the Knicks right now. The only thing to describe the New York Knicks is the meme of Reggie with his hands around his throat in 1994.
Okay, let's move on.
Exactly.
Let's move on.
Exactly.
You had to mention Reggie when we talking Knicks. Like, let's
That's how to describe him right now.
No, let's just go to switch sports.
Thank you.
I gotta get the taste out of my mouth.
That's why we sit, brother. That's why we sit, brother. I ain't get out too, bro.
Shit. You know what's even worse?
That's when you kill your drink.
No, you know what's worse though? Because I already have to bring him up already today. Unfortunately. Fuck. You make my head itch.
I make your head itch.
No, Reg.
I was about to say.
I'm fucking Reggie Lee, okay?
Reginald.
So, speaking of not fucking with people, Pittsburgh Steelers, your team, they go out and they. So this is probably the second time that the DX symbol may have been used this weekend, right? But they go to the NFL. They don't say fuck you. They give them a big old suck it. They bring it back to the Generation X era, and we'll talk about how that connects to the next thing we're gonna talk about. But Pittsburgh hires Brian Flores as a defensive coach, or was it just a linebacker or offensive line coach? Linebacker. As a defensive coach, period.
Just the linebackers coach.
Okay, as a linebackers coach.
Assistant defensive coordinator / linebacker.
Now, as we know, that's him taking. He's overqualified for that position. He shouldn't be taking such a backup. But
my bad. Senior defensive assistant and linebackers coach.
Okay, so that's like the assistant to the defensive coordinator and position coach. And he's a hell of a defensive line coach. He's a hell of a defensive-minded coach to help. Let's put it this way. Let's pull the positive out of here first, right? There's a lot of positive. The bad. Okay, let's talk the bad first, I guess.
No.
The one bad thing is that he should be a head coach and not a position coach. That's probably the bad thing here, right? As we all know, if you're unaware, Brian Flores is the gentleman that is suing the NFL for unfair hiring practices, basically. Like say what you want to say about it. It's unfair hiring practices. The bottom line, what he's suing them for. What's going on, everybody that's popular? I see Chill Will, I see Sha-na-na-na-na and Naked Gun, or Naked with Gia. Getting naked with Gia.
Bumbleclad.
Oh shit, you about to get us in trouble. These calls are recorded for quality and training purposes. Ain't nobody getting naked with Gia.
And so is this video. So please be careful before what you put on video. Thank you. We're trying to get through our show.
Well, we gotta say that for the OnlyFans.
Word. But feel free to drop your OnlyFans link, especially if you got women in there.
Right. I'm assuming that getting naked with Gia as in is that Giannis hitting threes? Wait a minute.
Don't worry, it didn't last long.
But still.
Clank.
Oh. But
Like
still.
I said, it didn't last long. Clank.
You know what? I don't like you.
Like I said, it did not last long.
He hit
Clank.
he hit like 3 in a row.
No,
that's,
he only hit 2.
It looked like 3 by the time I looked
Clank.
up. Oh damn. Okay. Wait, why ain't anybody else shoot?
Trust me, that score ain't gonna change. Clank.
Wait, I thought the other ones could shoot too though.
They took turns being. Trust me, this skills challenge thing. Oh my goodness.
Well, like I said, so this whole skills challenge thing, right?
They need to get people who can shoot, people who will care, because the rookies were looking like the jocks who just got here. Like, yeah, we know what the fuck we're doing. It's like, you young motherfuckers. These niggas here, they're just a bunch of tryhards. They can't shoot for shit.
Like, you know what this was? Because this was highlight the MVP and champion, highlight the hometown team who technically everybody feels has 3 All-Stars in it. So I don't have no problem with that. And then you hire probably the 3 names of this rookie class that everybody knows outside of Mobley.
Look at this, embarrassing. This nigga just airballed 2.
Who the fuck is this?
That's the baby brother.
Oh, that's the nigga that's in the G League.
Yep, and he just airballed twice before that shot. Like, are we serious now? Like, come on now.
Okay, I see why this got some of the. See, I feel like I need to hear. I feel like I need to hear the sound on this. But you know what though? Maybe not.
Why?
Because without this,
you're just gonna hear a bunch of.
Because I feel like with the sound, it becomes more excited. But right now, it just looks like
just
a lot of missing.
Thud.
Look at that. He made that one.
Bank.
And
the
then
bank was open Saturday night. Bank again.
Got that one too. Look at him. Oh,
yes. One shining moment. Head ass nigga.
One moment in time. So, back to football. Pittsburgh Steelers hiring Brian Flores. Brian Flores, obviously, under the very over. He's very, 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 very overly qualified for the position that he took. But Pittsburgh decided to take a stance, and they decided that, you know what, these guys are shooters anyway. Like, to put them in the shooter competition is just wrong. Like, none of these guys are shooters. Like, 2 of them are centers.
If I remember, I don't even think he made one.
Like, 2 of these guys are centers.
Yeah, this nigga didn't
like, they don't shoot.
This nigga didn't make one at all.
Goodness gracious.
Lord.
We could have done better out there.
Lord have
listen,
you goddamn right.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you this right now.
Goddamn right.
The members of this podcast could have done better at this skill challenge than the Antetokounmpos. I'm just letting you know right now.
In terms of the shooting.
The shooting. I'm not saying we're beating them at anything else. I'm not saying we're faster than them, stronger than them. Like
goddamn right.
I'm just saying that we can. You give me a month to get warmed up.
Goddamn right.
And I guarantee you, because they have their whole career.
You need a month to warm up? That means a month for me to make sure this jump shot is on. Alright.
Because I'm sorry, they have a whole season.
Hey, the jumper never leaves you.
They're playing every day regardless. Like, so give me a month to warm up, and then put us in the skill challenge against Antetokounmpos. I think the members on this podcast could beat them. They only put up 16 points.
16 You telling me that me, T, Chill Will,
Jerry Hand look like an Antetokounmpo himself. Oh shit! But his shot looks better though. Like, even though it ain't going in, his shot looks slightly better. Okay, we're getting distracted because of what I have on the background. You guys know on the MyT Sports Podcast, I always like to have some kind of sports extravaganza going on. And right now, I am replaying Saturday's activities since I didn't get a chance to really see it live. All I did was see the highlights, and the highlights made it look like a good performance. That's why I had a hard time saying that. And so I'm hearing a lot of people today talk shit about it. And look from the 8-minute YouTube video that I saw of everything looked good. Whoever did that was some great editing you did. That was some hella great editing you did, because it really looked like a bona fide all-star performance.
Here's the thing. I see an 8-minute video.
Look at that.
To let me know how 3.5 hours went.
I don't know what I was doing that night, but I'm glad I wasn't doing that. Yo, but you know what? I would have been glued to my TV watching it while playing 2K if I was doing it. So that's the reason why, for the distraction, for the back and forth. Trust me, we're going to get full into the All-Star weekend. Brian Flores gets hired as a position coach. Now, we all recognize a lot of things here. As soon as he gets hired and we hear it's Pittsburgh, we're like, okay, this is the Rooney's doing what the Rooney's do. This is the Rooney's showing the league once again on how to be fucking professionals when handling minorities. Period. Like why you gotta be I don't wanna say they're all racist, Why you have to be so scared of what you don't know? That's really what it is, right? Fear of what you don't know, or fear of being uncomfortable. But when getting you your riches, you had to learn you had to get comfortable being uncomfortable. But not to the point where you have to deal with people of different races than you. I don't get that. Because you can't talk freely. You can't tell all those jokes that you want to tell. What is it? What's the problem? Right? So the Pittsburgh Steelers, they hire Brian Flores, and I think this is something that we all kind of wanted, and we all were hoping for, because there was a lot of rumors out there saying that before this lawsuit, Brian Flores may have still gotten hired this year. So they thought that he still could have gotten hired and then still fight his lawsuit. And also there was a lot of saying to that fact that they were hoping that even after he filed the lawsuit, that a team did go and pick him up, because this is outside of that. Like, you understand that you may be mad at him, but doesn't mean that you still can't hire him. Right? This has nothing to do with just him. This has to do with what you guys and what you guys have done and your ceiling and how you nice. Yeah, all three of those guys deserve to be All-Stars. I would not have been mad if all three of those individuals made it inside the All-Star game. At all. And when we talk about the next big man, I can't stand Joel Embiid. When we talk about the next big man in the game, the Cleveland Cavaliers may have the very next one. What did Embiid meets man from me. Remember Joel's tweet when Simmons got traded, 76 star, met the viral star? You know what?
Joel Embiid is a national treasure.
Troll Embiid is a real thing. He is a troll master. He really is. Like, that is the modern day of shit talking that people go unnoticed. Like, he is straight shit talking, this man. And I'm telling you right now, I can't wait for the playoffs, because I can't wait for a Philly and Brooklyn meeting. And while I'm going to be rooting for Brooklyn during that whole entire time, if Joel Embiid goes ahead and sautés their ass, especially Ben Simmons, because he keeps getting the pick and roll and gets Ben matched up on him, and he barbecues chicken his ass, I will not be fully upset, because I'm going to come on here the next day and I will finish what he started. Like, you cooked him, I'm going to make that motherfucker well done. You even going to recognize him. You're going to think that motherfucker's Bernie Mac by the time I'm done with him. Jang-a-lang. So kudos to the Pittsburgh Steelers for doing the right thing, right? It sucks in a weird way that there's only one franchise that's ever willing to do the right thing. It seems like, right? And that is Pittsburgh and Rooney's. And it could be a bunch of things, right? It could be the Rooney's wanting to say, hey, let me show you guys how to act proper, right? It could also be Mike Tomlin saying, you know what? I want to make sure that this black coach keeps a job. Like how we see that happens in Tampa Bay a lot. You know what I mean? In their line, like how many black coaches they have on that fucking staff, right? So it could be them saying that. Like, it could be Mike Tomlin saying, you know what? I want this black coach just to make sure he gets a job in the NFL. Fuck you, NFL. I'm gonna hire him. But it also very much can be he hired somebody that is overqualified for his position, and he saw an opportunity to get somebody overqualified in his position for cheap. On a discount.
Okay, so can it be my turn?
Oh, chill out. Knock yourself out.
Alright, so you are absolutely correct on all those. I'm sorry.
Nobody put your seatbelt on.
I think I'm beat. You right? Alright. I know we just let it run out and people be pissed.
What the hell?
You can put your seatbelt on. Yeah, they be pissed. People hate that shit. But I don't even hear it half the time unless it's something like this. But at any rate, yeah, not only do you get somebody qualified for his position, you get somebody that know how to stop Lamar Jackson and New England.
Yes.
Like hands down. Like those are one of the two biggest things in our division. I mean, Joe Burrow You just gotta got a good game plan to stop him, right? But you gonna have to. It's a different type of game plan you gotta instill to be able to beat Lamar Jackson, and you got that in him, and also, I mean, that's just how they compete, bro. People think the Steelers are gonna be shitty next year. They probably still gonna win 8-9. With Tomlin coach team, you probably still gonna at least win half your games. You know what I'm saying? It might be a contention for playoffs, and not make it, but
and that's if they don't get a quarterback.
Right.
That's if they don't get a quarterback.
Exactly. So that right. You get a head coach. You get a head coach. You get a legitimate head coach, especially on the defensive end, to stop whatever the most threatening things, which is New England and a guy like Lamar Jackson or a new kind of quarterback that's coming into the league, the mobile one.
And you know what they say? If you can dodge, if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a dodgeball. Basically, if you can stop Lamar Jackson, you can stop some of these other guys. You know what I mean? You can stop some of these other young guys when they play up.
Yeah, but it's like it's that ain't the scientist, but he can't throw. So, but over in our division though, it's everything because you got to see them twice a year, right? And the Browns may be bringing in somebody like that, similar. Not quite sure, but you know, we can't stop ourselves with Baker Mayfield. He still knows the key to stopping it, to Joe Burrow, to Lamar Jackson. He has great game plans, man. New England hated that motherfucker to see him each year.
And he's one of them.
Why would Miami fire him though?
And he's
That's crazy.
Yo, I don't know.
The guy, you had a cheat code, bro. You had a cheat code in your division.
And you know what's funny? It's one of the few guys that came from the Bill Belichick tree that's actually successful against Bill Belichick.
Exactly.
Speak of all of these other guys that come from the Bill Belichick tree. And it's like when they talk about Nick Saban and his fucking tree, right? When people that come against him, right? It's like everybody that goes against him, they lose. Brian Flores, but except for the black guy, the guy that they said, oh, they can't think and their cognitive skills ain't this. And when you give them the Wonderlic test, they have a lower starting base, right? So I'm telling. See, when I keep talking about it, I keep remembering how disgusting the NFL makes me feel sometimes.
When was that? When was that? Though that was a long time. That was like in the 80s. Though.
No. This was recently about their concussion test. When they started doing the concussion test, and when they started paying out those claims, the reason why the black people were getting less on their money because they had a base up. They said that it didn't fuck with your cognitive skills so much because your cognitive started off low to begin with.
From like the 80s, that's still that precedence that still stemmed from the 80s. We did that still in place.
Yeah. It came from the 80s and it was still in place till like a couple years ago. Like recently, like this was this was I would say, but it was still in place till recent. Like where it affected players. It affected players that we watched. Shit, it affected players that we watched as adults.
That's ridiculous. That's totally fucking ridiculous, man. Like the testing in general, like any kind of national test, is different.
You just chuck that shit.
That's a whole other subject. Like it's not the same. Our cognitive abilities is based on standardized tests. Test our cognitive abilities as black people, which is kind of different when you grow up in a different setting that others do. So yeah.
So like I said, in a way, NFL always reminds me how disgusting they are sometimes, even though when I don't want to. But no, big time. Like they got like getting Brian Flores. It's regardless of how all the other stories look. If you just bring it down to football, it is a great football move. Because like I said, you also find somebody that he's not just a position coach. Because he was a head coach, he also knows the management of a head coach position. He knows how to manage these guys now for real. Not just now teach them on a personal level, but now how to manage these personalities even better because he just had to do it for 2 years in fucking in La Playa's and Puta City. Meaning bitches, beaches and bitches. La Playa's and Putas.
You know what I think is that is the most positive thing is this is smart. I mean, this is smart for the NFL if they want to settle. They should. Initially they shit the baby, and I know Roger.
Hold on, you're breaking up a little bit. So wait, I'm gonna pause you for a second. Chill. Yeah, I was losing you for a second. You're sounding like you're in the Matrix. The last thing I heard you started saying when you started talking about Roger Goodell.
Yeah, so basically, and his line of work is hard because initially he came out and just refuted everything. Then he had a back.
Yeah, that was just stupid. Like, you should have, like, I understand, like, normally your lawyer tells you, like, deny, but you can't deny that shit. Like, we all see it. Like, even other white people see it, like, y'all, you know, y'all know that shit really is there. like, we just see it, this shit is making it, this shit is actually forefront for everybody. Everybody look, when that shit happened, everybody looked at it and was like, yeah, they kind of have been fucking up. like everybody had this forehead scratch. That's all you could do was scratch your forehead and kind of look away like these niggas was kind of, you know? Like, it was unanimous. And you're back in the Matrix. This sucks, because you know you will be having that fire for us, man.
The blame is an issue, first and foremost. And then second of all, why would you just come out automatically and say, no, this ain't never happened?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, without no investigations, no nothing.
But you know what, though?
No.
I'm going to be happy if the Miami Dolphins have to sell their team. Bullshit owner. I like Josh Giddey. I don't know why. Like he just. I don't know why. I like him better when I see him play. Well, you know, I like Josh Giddey.
What now? You said you like what about the Miami Dolphins? You were like what now?
Oh, if they're, I would like it when the Miami Dolphins have get their team sold.
Nah.
Oh yeah, listen.
I mean, I think they'll protect them.
Man, I don't think they're trying to protect them. Damn it! I really are losing you, Chilwell. I may have to add you. Like, yeah, I'm losing you bad. Don't worry, Chilwell. We'll double back to some more football talk, right? Because I don't have really much else to say about. Oh, okay. So we're here at this portion of the skills contest, and I did see this where they made fun of these guys for missing like 25 layups, and then I looked and saw what it was. It wasn't a layup. They had to make specifically a baby hook. So I could possibly get that because of the weird shot formation that you're using that you're not used to. Probably because I know, so they're probably just overthinking it. To be honest with you, right? But man, to see those guys miss that, I was like, yo, this looked like a day at the park. Like, this is starting to look like a day at the goddamn park. And I think this is why people love the NBA so much too sometimes, because at days you look at them shoot and you look like, yo, I can do better than that. Like, I may not be that tall, but I can do better than that. And yeah, and I have another basketball day itching in me. It's coming soon. I've been feeling it.
Most guys can do better than that, though. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the thing. You still like 6'8". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jumping out the gym. That's the only difference between an NBA player and me or you. Like, if I was 6'8", I'd be in the NBA. Flat out. I might be Michael Jordan. Yeah, that's it.
You know what? Or you could have been like the greatest dad to like 3 NBA players.
But even in his own right, he was still a great shooter. You know what I'm saying? He's still one of the greatest shooters ever. I mean, I'm not saying that he's the top 3, but he still was he top 20 out of all the hundreds and thousands of motherfuckers that have been in the Bay.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. The ball boy, the ball father.
I'm tripping because it's on the 2. You're right. You're right. Could be him. I'm thinking you're talking about Curry, but I was thinking about Curry. He got 2 in the NBA, not 3. But yeah, bro, that shit crazy. That shit right there crazy. That shit right there is, they don't give him enough credit.
They don't.
They talk about Venus and Serena's father, which is great.
You know what? You're right. He should be talked in the same breath as Venus and Serena's father, like Tiger's father. He really should. He really, really should, and I don't think he is yet. Maybe because his sons aren't great enough yet, but he should get the same rose that Tiger's dad does and Serena and the Williams dad gets. He really should.
Well, there's a lot of people who do it though, man. There's a lot of. I mean, as far as fathers, that happens a lot. The Mannings, Archie Manning, been provided some great fucking offspring, man, and all of them, you know, these fucking Gronk, and you know, he got like a couple of brothers, and you know, he got the Matthew brothers, Bruce Matthews, and it's a lot of brothers like
The
2
Watts?
and 3 right now. Yeah,
Yeah, we got the
Watts.
Watts. You have the what the
San
fuck was
Francisco
that?
and Chargers that went to Ohio State.
The
Brothers that
Bosas.
went to Bosa's. You got, and they got another younger brother. They got I believe that's coming to Ohio State. So,
Shit, and remember in the
I think it's about to
NBA,
be-
shit in the NBA we have the holidays. Like yo, every time I look up, there's another holiday in the league. Like
Yeah, and Conley, I believe Mike Conley got one in the league. I think he got one. I think Conley Jr. I think he got a football player too.
I don't
So
recognize.
he got one in the NBA, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, he got one in the league and one in the NBA. So
I know back in the day there was a Douglas in the NBA and NFL. I think you know what's funny. I haven't seen it yet because I don't watch a lot of ESPN. I listen to a lot of ESPN. There's a guy named Harry Douglas that they have, and I think he's the brother of the Douglas that the Knicks used to have on their team. I just can't remember his name. I can't remember if his name was Tony Douglas or some shit like that. But I think if that's that guy, it was Harry Douglas. He used to play like safety or some shit like that, or cornerback for like Tampa or some shit. Harry Douglas. He's on ESPN now, and I feel like his brother used to play for the Knicks. Every time I hear him talk, like he says little things, and I'm like, wait a minute, is this Tony Douglas or whatever? I can't remember what that guy's name from the Knicks was. I keep saying it's Tony, but I'm like, is this Tony Douglas's brother? Like I remember both of them were in separate leagues at the same time. I'm like, is this that nigga's brother?
the Boom brothers too. The Boom brothers, right? Like. Was it Bobby or Aaron? Boom, you know what I'm saying? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to think. I can't recall. I can't recall on the Boom.
Yeah, Boom, like Brett.
Yeah, see, this is the shot they kept on missing. It was the baby hook.
Yeah, Aaron Boone. You remember Aaron Boone?
I remember Aaron Boone.
Yeah, he got he had brothers. He had 2 brothers or something.
Listen, you got Aaron Boone, the baseball player. That's what you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm tracking that.
Yeah, Brett too. Brett Boone.
See, I don't remember any of the. I don't remember the Booms. I
You don't watch baseball?
I do, but not enough, and I don't remember any of the Booms.
What is it? Al. I think Alsa Jr. had one, but like it's you got racers that had like the son, father, but that don't have several. But yeah, Gronk, I think he had 2. There's a couple of them, especially like them linemen. It's a couple of lineman tandems that you'll see defensive or the brothers, the twins they're a bunch of twins, right? So the ones in New England and
It was
fucking
Seattle
Barber
had
twins.
one. Yeah, they had the Barber, and yeah. Them guys I remember those guys was in a commercial together. I was like, I don't even recognize these guys' face. Like I had to look up one guy. I was like, who are these guys in this commercial catching this white lady? Like,
Right.
I had to.
Crazy.
Yeah, I had to look them up to see who the hell they are. I was like, they're on New England. I was like, I don't even know these guys. I don't even recognize their face for shit.
I can't think of one. I think multiple. I can think about the ones the father sons. Some of the father sons is easy, especially in racing.
Yeah.
Like car racing.
Yeah, we all know about the Ironhearts or Earnharts, like.
Yeah, right. Andretti, Earnhardt.
Yeah, because Earnhardt is like he is major down here with and the whole Win Dixie brand and everything like that too. I think he was like their cover guy for like forever.
Like what is it? This dude that used to play at Cleveland, the tight end. Shit, he got with his father. The nuthead, crazy one. Shit, Winslow.
Oh. Okay.
Winslow, Junior and Winslow Senior. Kellen Winslow.
Oh, okay. Let's see, I didn't even know that his dad was in racing.
Oh, what is? No, I'm talking about football.
Oh.
I'm talking about football. Yeah, like Kellen Winslow went to Miami. The one that went to Miami. Tight end.
Mm-hmm. So let's switch gears.
Very too. Yeah, very.
Let's switch gears for a little bit, right? Right, and let's talk about somebody that Mark actually likes a lot, right? Like growing up, like these, there's actually a group, there's actually a team that, cause you know Mark likes almost every team, almost out there, right? Like he's one of those guys. Like I'm a Raiders fan, but I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm also a Steelers fan, but I'm also like a Giants fan and a Jets fan and a Dolphins fan, right? So growing up, like he has a couple colleges too, and you know, sort of say
That's why I'm a fan of the 5-5 for that reason.
And we all heard about the snuff heard around the world, right? When we heard basically what did the Fab Five Fingers say to the face, right? And we see this incident that happens basically with Juwan Howard, where he snuffs some guard named Greg, right? And they have a little scuffle at the end of the game where they're going through the handshake line. Juwan Howard is like, I'm gonna get you next time, motherfucker. And dude was like, but let me explain. Juwan was like, don't touch me, bitch. Use my strong hand, right? And so this again comes back to unwritten rules, right? We talk about we hear a lot more about unwritten rules. I think more in baseball than we hear. At least to me, I feel like we hear more about unwritten rules in baseball than we hear about in basketball, even in more than any other sport, I believe. Right? We hear about unwritten rules, but regardless of what sport I usually hear about unwritten rules, it always comes back to one thing to me. They all kind of sound fugazi. All these unwritten rules sound like they were trying to spare some 9-year-old's feelings. And not even like some regular 9-year-old's feeling. Like some famous 9-year-old feeling. Like, or some famous kid's 9-year-old feeling. You know what I mean? Like some rich guy's son. Like they were trying to spare his feelings. So like they made up, or somebody really wealthy and their team was playing and they made up this rule so that they don't have to have their feelings or have shit rubbed into their face. Like, because some of these rules don't make sense to me. So there's about 10 seconds left in this game. And Michigan is playing, I can't even remember who the fuck Michigan is playing. Michigan is playing somebody, right? It's like Utah or Idaho or some shit like that, right? North Dakota, they're playing one of those teams. And there's 10 seconds left, and the New York and Michigan and Juwan Howard has his team pressing, right? And he has his team pressing, and so while his team is pressing, they get a trap. The guy is trapped. He calls a timeout. That's instinct, you know. You press, I get in trouble. Timeout, bam. Well, Juwan Howard is mad that they called the timeout. Well, if you're mad that they called the timeout, why did you put him in a position to call a timeout? Like, if you were mad about them calling a timeout, why the fuck were you pressing? Like, if the game was conceded, the game was conceded. Like, I don't get this. Like to be honest with you, like based off how Juwan Howard wanted to play, like I wish Reggie Miller would have been like this years ago against the Knicks. Maybe the Knicks wouldn't have lost that game. Like I wish Reggie Miller would have had that kind of mentality. But then in the same breath, I wish Tracy McGrady didn't have that mentality, because we wouldn't see him put up like 26 points in 13 seconds. You can't have it both ways. Like listen here, Jake. Like Juwan Howard. We everybody, I believe in the basketball world has respect for you, but you're wrong here. You're wrong here, Juwan. Like you're big time wrong here. Like you instigated this. You like in a weird way. Like granted, dude shouldn't have put his hands on you. I get that, but the timeout that you're mad about was a direct correlation to you pressing. So you are the reason why the timeout was called. You have nobody to be mad at than yourself. You know what my anger management therapist always said? Anger is a secondary emotion. You're not really angry, right? It's a secondary emotion to something else. Maybe you're embarrassed that your team lost so bad. Maybe that's what's really upsetting you. Maybe that's what's bothering you. Yes, you feel embarrassed, and because you feel embarrassed, you want to take out your feeling of embarrassment against some guy that everybody knows that you can beat up. Like, come on, man. So, Juwan Howard now, like I said, they're passing through the line. Juwan Howard says, you know what? I didn't like that shit. I'm gonna get you back, motherfucker. And fucking Brett Gard goes and grabs him by the forearm. Was like, yo, let me explain, B. Like, let me explain. And Juwan Howard was like, yo, don't touch me, motherfucker. They start going back and forth, and Juwan Howard, he snuffs him. Like, I don't know what everybody else has called it. They called it a punch, they've called it a smack. It's a snuff. He snuffed the shit out of him, B. Like, he caught him and he snuffed him. That's all he did. But we get it. You can't go around snuffing people, Juwan. So, first you did the wrong thing on the court, right? First, you got mad for something that you caused. And then, in the heated argument, you can't not help but start swinging. And the thing about it is that you know it looks bad. Like, you can't be a leader of young men and be swinging on other coaches. But he may be able to get away with it in the eye of his players because he has sold it as if the guy was barking at one of his players. When he heard him barking at one of his players, that's what set him off, and he snuffed him for barking. Yo, you don't talk to my peoples like that. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I'm a man. I'm 4. You come talk to me. Like, that's how he made it come off, which may buy him clout with his players, but ultimately, you know what? That doesn't look good because now your players are gonna look at it like, yeah. First, when we went into this situation, we could go and start swinging. We could start popping off, and that's not good. That's not a look good on any level. You don't want players if they get bumped wrong or if they get like all of a sudden wanting to throw hands. There's always ways within the game to get back at shit, and you also don't want them being so petty in their own or blind in their own pettiness or in their own wrongness that they see that they may have caused the situation that they're angry about. So Juwan Howard is going to get suspended. I feel like they announced the suspension already. Right? I feel like they announced it right before I came on the air because I feel like I heard somebody say something right before I came on the air, but they're going to pass on a suspension. He's going to get a couple of fines, so he's going to lose money, he's going to lose games. Like, the thing that I wonder is, like, how long are they going to suspend him for? Like, because there's a tournament coming up, right? And then there's the Big Ten tourney, and then there's also the NCAA tourney coming up. Like, does this affect any of that? Like, how does this affect that? Because ultimately, now you've done something that you say to your other kids, your best ability is your availability, and you're not going to be available now to your players. You, as a coach, you, as somebody that's been in the league, somebody that's been a professional, somebody that people look up to, not just at their age, but through multiple ages. You're part of the Fab Five. You have a generational light bulb on you, a spotlight on you to do the right thing. And you kind of blew it. And honestly, I didn't think that Juwan Howard was the hot-tempered one out of the group. I didn't think he would be the one to come out swinging. So, like, I feel like, I don't know how many days he's going to get, but whatever, I'm going to say this. Whatever you give Brett Brown, then it's double that for Juwan Howard. Like, I'll be 100% happy with that. If you give Brett Brown 1 game, then give Juwan 2. If you give Brett Brown 2 games, then you give Juwan 4. If you just want to do some dumb shit because you want to set an example, give Brett Brown 5, then I guess Juwan have to serve 10. Like, whatever you do for Brett, just set it double for Juwan. Because he should definitely know better. Part of the reason why you also got that Michigan job is for how tied you have been, how many ties you have been into basketball. Or your ties to basketball. You've been tied to this sport for far too long to know that you can't be doing that. It's a bad look. And because you should know better, you should be punished as such. You should be punished twice as much as the guy that is just kind of in the system. And you've been through the system in way too many levels. Like you're saying, you're a basketball player. It means you've been doing this since you were a kid. Like, you know better. What do you guys think? I got Mark out there. I got Chill Will out there. What do you guys think about this whole Juwan Howard situation? Oh shit! Look, we don't have Mark or Chill Will, and then we got. And I know we got thing. Oh, actually, perfect timing. So, what do you think about that whole?
I heard you talking about Juwan.
What do you think about that whole Juwan Howard situation?
If there was ever a time
because I'm all about black excellence, black coaches. But if there was ever a time where I was like, nigga, you dead ass. Do you see the times we in right now in terms of how limited we are with this shit? And you want to go do that? You playing right into their heads. Like, you see why we can't give these niggas nothing? Do you see why we can't give these? You played right into the hands of, do you see why we can't give these niggas nothing?
Especially athletes, anything. Right? Oh, see, they vote.
See, not only exactly, it's two things. We can't give these niggas nothing. We can't give these athlete niggas nothing.
And then it's a bad example for all your kids.
Like, come on, yo. NBA coach, that's bad. That's a bad look. College coach, my nigga? Listen.
I'm going to tell you this.
Listen. Thank God if all he gets is suspended for the rest of the year.
And all the monetary fine is going to come as well, too. When you say the rest of the year, you talking about the rest of the regular season?
Oh, no.
Or are you talking about
year?
Big Ten 20 and NCAA 20?
Year.
So how many games are we talking about possibly?
Well, listen, the way Michigan's record is set up right now, they'll be lucky if they get into the NCAA tournament.
So does this hurt their chances to get into the tournament if they don't have it on the side?
Absolutely. That's a great coach.
Yo, look at my rookie. Remember he was my rookie? Yo, I'm so proud to see him grow up. A little muscle hamster. Yo, he be over there looking like Miles Garrett and shit. Oh man. So, alrighty.
Yeah, there's just two incidents regarding black coaches that really just had my head tilt sideways. One that had me like, Juwan, you dead ass. And the other one was just like, Pittsburgh, hey, cool, happy, you on my squad. But no. This is one hire that I don't stand with. Because I'm like, that's a head coach. That's not a senior defensive assistant / linebackers coach. That's a slap. You know what that is right there? That's the NFL. That and the combination of Lovie Smith, because people want to clap. Okay, we got a black head coach. Is that Houston job really something to clamor about?
Not when Deshaun Watson was out of there, regardless of who the fuck comes in there.
Exactly. So basically, they have no quarterback. So so we put the black head coach there for the team that has no quarterback right now.
And you're not.
So it's like, here, nigga, that. I heard Chad Johnson say this shit earlier. He's like, man, Brian Flores over there in Pittsburgh. Yeah, as a senior defensive, I'm not letting this go. Senior defensive assistant / linebacker coach.
So he's an assistant to the defensive coach.
At most.
Senior assistant.
/ linebackers coach.
And you get your own position, B. So you're the senior assistant.
Why are you trying to justify this right now?
I'm just letting you know how
serious?
I'm just letting you know how they said. I'm being a little facetious. Okay, come.
I'm about to say, I know you're not trying to justify. I will throw this gin in your face.
I'm just letting you know how that's coming about it, okay? I'm playing their role.
But all that.
But this is how much he's pissed off, though. That shows you, though. Well, let me get it back on camera. That shows you, though, like, yo.
But all that position, and then giving Lovie Smith that, all that shit is like, here, nigga, damn.
Y'all gotta stop crying now, shit.
For real, shut the fuck up. Damn. That's what them owners are saying right now.
Alrighty. Let's.
Yes, niggas.
I feel like I already kind of did this, right? But let's go ahead and run through something real quick, and then we're gonna finish off on. We're gonna finish off with the All-Star weekend, right? So let's go.
MyT injury report.
Head down.
You already heard us mention a couple of these names already that we're going to bring up in the injury report. The first one is an update on one Anthony Davis.
Street clothes Davis?
Yeah. Anthony. Now, I have to let you guys know the significance of all of these timelines. We have about 7 weeks left into the regular season of the NBA.
Don't worry, them niggas not going nowhere.
Now Anthony Davis with his discontorted ankle is set to have an MRI in 2 weeks. And this, guys, he is set to have imaging. Let me back up because in case I get the imaging wrong, I don't want to get corrected on the imaging. He's set to have image. Listen, you guys know what imaging is, right? If you done, he's going to have imaging in the next 2 weeks. That don't mean that he's ready to come back. That don't mean that he's ready to start. He's ready to start therapy. That just means that this swelling may be down enough so that we can get a good look at it
in 2 weeks.
So now we have 5 weeks, and the Lakers are barely in the playing game. And I keep telling Knicks fans, if you ever want to find anything positive within your season, just look at your record, look at the Lakers' record, and then look at your team and look at their team and look at your team name by name on the roster. And you should feel a whole lot better about your record. You should feel much better about yourselves, but better about your record. Because this is the great LeBron James we're talking about. And his team. And when did you think that the New York Knicks would have a better record or a similar record to the LeBron James team that has Anthony Davis? Shit, nobody even thought that the Cleveland Cavaliers would have a better record than LeBron James anytime soon. But yet, here we are.
Welcome to 2022, everyone.
Sounds like 2020 also, to me. I don't know what everybody else been saying. So Anthony Davis is out again, and no Anthony Davis. It was hard enough with Anthony Davis there for some reason, right? My little muscle hamster shooting. Look at that. Can't even push his arms back like them. They just snap back normally. Bing, fing, fing. Should just snap off of there. Right?
This nigga forgot the damn
Moneyball? He did. This nigga forgot
the
the Moneyball. He forgot the Moneyball. That's why you missed it.
Fucked up the whole rhythm.
Listen, man, that's why you my rookie, man. It's alright. You doing rookie shit. This is what, his second year now? Yeah, because this is John Morant's third. So I started watching him last year. I've been happy with him. So that's Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is probably just gonna stay being injured. Anthony Davis is exactly who we thought he has been his whole entire career. He is this injury prone of a guy.
Street clothes.
When Anthony Davis
Shut up, Barkley.
I'm gonna tell you this. 2 things. This may be the most disappointing LeBron James team that he put together over the last, over the last 12 years. And also, this may be the most disappointing star he's ever had as his Robin or as his running mate.
To think motherfuckers was actually saying at one point, is Anthony Davis a better teammate than Dwayne?
Right now, he's not a better teammate than Chris Bosh. He's not a better teammate than Kyrie Irving.
Mike Miller's a better teammate than him right now.
Shit. I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure there's some Brazilian dude that was 6'5" or 6'7" that was a better teammate. Richard Jefferson is a better teammate.
God. Rondo's a better teammate.
Kendrick Perkins is.
Rondo's a better teammate, son. Hey, yo. Melo's a better teammate. Melo just got there.
So, I'm looking at Anthony Davis and I'm like, okay.
I'm sorry, Melo. I'm sorry that you had to sign up for this.
I feel like Anthony Davis is a disappointment, period, right? As a whole. From the beginning of his career, almost, I feel like. Came into the NBA, I feel like his first 7 years in the NBA was a disappointment.
I threw my goddamn pillow when I saw his name come up during that NBA 75 or something. I said, bitch.
And yet Tracy McGrady ain't in there. I don't think Tracy McGrady.
Fuck that.
Actually, no.
Fuck that.
Actually,
Pau Gasol not in there. Dwight Howard not in there. Bosh not in there. Tony Parker not in there. Vince Carter not in there. Alex English not in there. Bernard King not in there. Tracy, Clay, Kyrie, Draymond, Paul George, Manu Ginobili, all not NBA 75. But that nigga Anthony Davis is in there.
I don't have a problem with 98% of the names you just mentioned. I think I'm gonna say 98 because one name I don't think I recognize. But what's going on, Bumblebee? Welcome to the podcast.
Dwight have to be in there.
Listen, man. Welcome to the Mighty Sports Podcast. This is the way you can
Vince fucking Carter has to be in the top 75.
This is where you can catch all of your sports buzz. And if you need something to help you get a little...
Clay!
If you need something to help you get a little buzz back in the bedroom, right?
McGrady!
Why don't you guys go ahead and try a little something that we have called Blue Chew.
Ginobili!
What is Blue Chew? Blue Chew just happens to be a little blue pill that can give you back your thrill.
How the
All you need to
motherfucker Bernard King not in the NBA
is
75?
open up a pack and head straight to the sack. Just a few chews before you do.
I hate it here. Hate to see it.
Yes, folks, this thing has the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so this is one opportunity that you just can't miss. And for a very low cost, you can beat it up like a boss. She's gonna love how you come through like a champ when you Blue Chew in advance, is what I'm trying to tell you. And if you use this week's promo code of JOHJ, that's Juliet Oscar Hotel Juliet, you can get your first order of Blue Chew for free on me right here from the folks at MyT. Only thing you gotta do is make sure you pay your postal workers, so you gotta pay for shipping and handling. Again, that promo code JOHJ, first free order of Blue Chew. There's only 2 requirements. You chew it, and then you do it. How long you do it, that's up to you. I prefer to go that Lionel Richie style. All night long, all night. Yeah.
Can I say something that's very, very disrespectful?
The Blue Chew or
No,
the NBA?
not the Blue Chew.
Okay,
Say
okay.
NBA.
Alright, remember folks, get your Blue Chew on. JOHJ.
Well, not what I say is about to be disrespectful. It's the act that would be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Only because I haven't been here in a while. And I've been saying this for since beginning of January.
Hot shit!
To anyone who doesn't have DeMar DeRozan top 2 MVP candidate right now,
Top 2?
your basketball card should be stripped. It's disrespectful. I honestly from there don't want to hear who else is your MVP candidate. I'm quite honestly not interested to hear it. Because what that dude is doing in Chicago right now, with his partner in crime in and out with them Dwayne Wade knees, God forbid he don't have Dwayne Wade knees. I need to see that nigga high flying. My God. But nah, son.
So,
Listen,
if that person said to you, Chris Paul, Steph Curry,
get the fuck out my face. Especially on Chris Paul. Get the fuck out my face.
before the injury?
Get the fuck out my face.
Before the
DeMar
injury?
DeRozan, number 2 behind Embiid.
You are mean and
Fuck out
vicious.
my face. I'm the same nigga who was saying Steph Curry was running away with MVP early in the year. Somebody came up to me and told me Steph Curry before DeMar DeRozan, I would politely tell you to shut the fuck up forever with that shit. DeMar
DeMar DeRozan does deserve to be respected for what he has put on this year.
2.
Because
Top 2.
Because listen, when we talked about injury reports, right? I remember I told you there was a lot of teams I was listening for. The Lakers was one of them for Anthony Davis. Chicago was another one because Chicago has been decimated with injuries.
And what's their record right now?
Zach LaVine, Caruso, who else? They lost Ricky Rubio. No, that's Cleveland. Sorry. You know what I mean? Like these guys lost key players early, and Cleveland too though, and didn't miss a beat. Look at Zach LaVine.
They're tied with Miami for the top seed in the East.
Well, you know what?
They're tied with Miami for the top seed in the East, and he is the reason.
I feel like this is like 1998, except for the Knicks ain't in this, where we have Chicago and fucking Miami, some of the top teams in the East. Like, God, when was the last time we heard that?
2011.
Chicago, Jerry Rose era? Yeah.
2011. But either way, it's the story also matters in this shit too now. The story matters. Like, we saw DeMar about to go over there. Did I expect the Bulls to be good? Did I expect the Popovich itch to stick with Lamar, headed to a new team? I did. But did I expect this? Hell no.
I didn't even know.
Hell no.
I don't think most people even thought DeMar even had this in him. Cause listen, we would have took DeMar. Listen, I'm gonna take Knicks. Do you realize that you could have had Dennis Schroeder and DeMar DeRozan? You would have been good. It wasn't that hard.
And at that time before the season, it would have been steals.
And I said Levine, but Levine's kind of been in and out too. But also the ball boy. Like his whole team around him, those other guards are supposed to be with him. He's the only consistent force so far. But you know what though? He has always been one of the Iron Men in the league. But like in low key in Toronto. Actually, remember the whole entire Toronto thing always messed me up because like we all knew that DeMar DeRozan was the guy of more value. That's the reason when Toronto wins and is given to Kyle Lowry, when the only reason why you get your statue is because you were the least valuable trading option. You weren't the better player. You were the more valuable player to keep on the team. You were the least valuable trading option to get Kawhi Leonard. There's no way it's like, oh, we get Kawhi Leonard for Lowry night. No, you better give us DeMar DeRozan.
But it turned out to be the greatest thing for DeMar. He got to go learn under Popovich.
And if he steals the championship this year, I don't think they can, but I don't think if they steal the championship this year, if they make it to
B, here's all you need to know in terms of why DeMar is top 2 MVP. Ask Siri right now or Google right now who's leading the NBA in fourth quarter scoring.
Listen, that guy happens to be who Drake referred to as DeMar.
And they're tied for the top seed. Tied with top seed, and you lead that you're getting it done in crunch time, and your team is top. So in your conference. Kid.
So you know what? I don't think they realize
it's disrespectful.
I don't think they realize
it's disrespectful to list somebody else above. Like I said, Embiid is number 1.
Let me help you out.
DeMar number 2. To have anybody over either one of them right now is disrespectful. Disrespectful.
So let me help. So I want to help you. I'm gonna ask you a question. And this, obviously, you know this is a leader question. I'm throwing one up so you can Obi topping it down, right?
No, I don't want to Obi topping it down.
In a game, transition in a game.
I want to Ja Morant that hole.
Does he get a lot of alley-oops?
You clearly didn't see the All-Star game.
So
if you did, you clearly wasn't paying attention.
Let's keep it in New York.
No.
We got a lot of orange and blue going on here.
No. Not with that dunk contest. I'm sorry. No, thank you. That was you won because you were the least trash.
Well, isn't that how you win a dunk?
You were the least trash. It's not that you were sensational, son. You were the least trash.
And Dwayne Wade wasn't voted for you.
But at the end, he gave. I'm sure everybody can agree with the rating that he gave at the end of the dunk contest. This dunk contest was a 6. My nigga, I'm with you on that. Because 6 is the lowest grade they can give you.
I'm about to see this right now. This is going to be horrible. This is going to be so bad.
So at least you smoking. You'll get a nice laugh.
Oh, I'm about to smoke another one.
Shit. You'll get a nice laugh.
I may have to be in a week comatose for that one.
You'll get a nice laugh.
So Chicago has their injuries, right? They're trying to come back from, right? We talked about the LA Lakers and their series of injuries. The New York Knicks, they have their own injury to come back from. Even I don't think it's gonna make any difference. They're trying to see if they can make.
Look at Cat skip to my Lou head ass nigga.
Right? They're trying to see if they what? Why you say he skip to my Lou? What?
He's skipping around to.
Trust
me.
Okay. I was curious. I was seriously asking. I didn't know why.
See, that's why I love you, dog. That's why I love you. Typically, I don't get away with just dropping that name like that. I love the fact that someone said, whoa, what you said? I skipped to my Lou? I love it. And if you're not from New York, you would not understand.
Which I'm gonna say,
which is a damn shame.
I'm gonna say about something else a little bit later too. Use those same words, right? So obviously New York Knicks and Derrick Rose, they're checking out their injuries. Derrick Rose, the New York Knicks, not quite sure what they feel like is gonna happen. With Derrick Rose back, they're in the 12th spot. So I'm assuming that when Derrick Rose comes back, they're gonna think that they can make a late push to like the same way that Derrick Rose helped us when he came to the team last year. I feel like they feel like this is how this is going to be. Derrick Rose coming back from injury, it's like really getting back Derrick Rose, and he's going to. I like that jersey. I feel like I like everybody's black. Everybody got a black jersey, and I'm digging the majority.
Not for nothing,
of them.
I would go buy that. I would go buy that. That shit is hot.
Could that Raptor almost look like graffiti for a second? I didn't recognize that was a Raptor on there. I had to look up and see who the fuck that was.
Listen, man, I forgot. I was in fucking Paxson not too long ago, bro. I'm tight. See, shit like this makes me mad that I'm a big nigga. Because all they had up in there was mediums, smalls, and a couple larges. And they had some dope Mitchell & Ness's graphic tees, NBA shit. The Allen Iverson Slam cover, look, on a black tee. I caught that for wifey, but you know I wanted it for me. But I'm like, if I can't have it, at least you can. So I can look at it.
I can look at you in there and be like,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Baby,
You look good.
My baby,
You look good in that shirt.
My baby, do this for me.
No, the underhand now, underhand B, underhand. Underhand.
Showing the 2K coming like.
And then they had the Vince Carter on the purple shit with him going up in the 2000 dunk contest. I said, you motherfuckers! I literally when I got to the front, I said as I bought the shirt for wifey, I said, I literally looked at the person and said, you motherfuckers. Do you understand that I would probably spend like $250 right now if y'all had my size?
Yeah, their sizes.
Talk to your manager. Like the only thing that right now that I did not say this, I literally said the same. Only thing I didn't say was motherfuckers. I was like, you people. I'd spend $250 easily, son.
We got Chill Will. I see Sugar's in here. We still got.
So I'd spend $250 easily if y'all niggas would have the shits.
Can I get a slice?
¿Qué pasó?
I think when you go get pizza.
This nigga.
I forgot who was the other injury I wanted to talk about. Chris Paul. He injured his thumb. And the weird thing about it, when Chris Paul got injured, I'll put it this way, when I heard about what was going on, that a Chris Paul-led team had one of the top spots in the league, and when it was coming down to the wire and it mattered the most, Chris Paul got injured. When I heard this, I had to check what year this was. Like, whoa, is this in New Orleans? Oh, no, this is not New Orleans. This is not Houston. This is in Phoenix. Because this is Chris Paul's narrative. You know your phone vibrated.
That's not my phone. That's the cat.
Okay, no mind. Okay, I know what's going on. Okay, never mind.
You say what? I'm watching the TV, but I can still see my phone in my vision. So that's the cat.
I'm hearing the noise and I'm watching your phone move. Like I could have sworn I seen your phone.
That's the cat up in there doing shit.
Okay, I could have sworn I saw your phone moving. I'm tripping. Alright, so Chris Paul gets injured again, and it sucks because this really is Chris Paul's narrative, right? Fuck you, Trey Young.
Talk about Chris Paul.
Sorry, I looked up for the television. I looked up for the television, and I see Trey Young doing his fucking Kappa shit. Ooh, it's cold in here. Look like we need some.
Oh, you thought Trey Young was still good, right? Trey Young.
I ain't only did that shit because he saw Fresh Prince. Like I'm not even giving him credit for that shit anymore. That shit he do that shit because he saw.
One day.
What's that?
He said he gonna be a Knicks one day.
Oh, don't.
You gonna be a New York Knicks one day.
God.
But see, here's the problem. Knowing the fucking Knicks, they would get him way past this.
It's gonna be year 15.
Word.
It's
get him when the nigga 36 years old, can't make no impact on no team no more.
Kind of pissed me off is that Curry and he was scared of going back and forth with Curry, man, because it was going back and forth with Curry was killing him.
He didn't want that smoke. That's all it is. That's the greatest shooter ever. He didn't want that smoke. He's not ready.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He love beating on the inferior, but when real niggas come up to him, it's crickets.
But you know what though? You know how that makes it look bad because
you know what you said that I'm a big thing about that, KJ. I'm really stern on that.
Me too,
Somebody
B.
that's good.
Me
like,
too.
Yeah, you can beat the whole. I think that's you explain a lot of players. That's Shaq. And you just bigger than everybody. But when you got like when Yao Ming came, he was a little bit discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? When he would face Yao Ming.
it took him a couple games. I remember that shit. Yo, Yao Ming blocked his first 2 or 3 shots, right?
Yeah, so Shaq wasn't really himself, and it's like, what? He was soft. Really, you just bigger than everybody, and you've been bullying people for years. But if somebody was your size with real energy, you know what I mean? And that's why I like Zion, because Zion, although I mean, he was like.
Listen, it's not the time to jack that name right now.
Come and beat your ass too, like you know what I'm saying? He was.
You gotta understand, Chill. Well, you just started something. You just started something, Chill. It's not the time to say that name. Man, Tyler about to eat that nigga alive for about the next 5. Well, actually, no. Tyler can't eat that nigga alive. Tyler eat that nigga alive.
Right, whatever. He about to eat me alive. That nigga over here looking like Majin Buu. Like every time he eats somebody, he get a new power. Whatever. He's
Chill did that on purpose. Chill, you did that on purpose. Admit that shit. Chill, you did that on purpose.
Like fuck Majin Buu. I ain't worried about him.
Chill did that on purpose, America.
Get something together though, man. I think Zion gonna.
Well, he's gone to fat. As you mentioned, he's gone to fat camp recently. So he did. He went to fat camp.
He needs to hit up Charles Barkley.
But I'm gonna tell you, something's going on.
He needs to hit up Barkley.
He don't want to be there. Something's going on. He don't want to be there or some shit.
Yeah, psychologically, something wrong with him. Like I really think he's autistic, bro. When I look at him, I'm like, something wrong with him.
I think about Alex Burke. I think about Alex Burke. Only because he never has his hair shaped up. It's always cut low, but it's never shaped up. Like I'm like, you special.
I used to feel that way about Durant.
Listen, I got so many pictures of my niece with ashy ankles ever since Kevin Durant did that shit. Like he's a horrible role model.
Oh shit. Yeah, niggas.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna share a collage one day of my niece's ankles. Watch, I'm gonna embarrass the shit out of her. I keep telling her to put on lotion.
Man, if I got that much money, I'd be fucking anyway. They was making fun of Jared Allen.
But that shit,
I'm saying, right?
Okay, no. Jared Allen's something different. He just gestured casually. Like Kevin Durant is practicing bad hygiene. Like that's just bad. Like my skin gets that ashy, it hurts.
Man, that's
like,
have you ever seen people with them type of naps?
Whatever, man. Stop.
It's hard to brush them out, bro.
That's because he don't brush his hair every day.
Yeah.
That don't mean he don't wash himself.
You don't know that.
People with dreads don't brush. You don't brush your fucking hair every day. Why he gotta brush his?
Because his hair is low, and he ain't trying to have dreads.
God.
I can't stand. You said he practicing bad hygiene, like the nigga don't wash himself.
Listen, he don't moisturize. He don't moisturize. He don't comb. He don't even come on, man. He practices bad.
That mean he don't wash his ass?
I just said that.
Okay, bad hygiene isn't just washing your ass. Okay.
Listen, as long as you take a shower and put some fucking deodorant on, and make sure your shit down there don't stink, you're good.
That's it.
Especially when you make fucking $40 million a year.
No, you do that when you make $4 a year.
Yeah.
Oh no, listen, brother man. You talking to a nigga that makes sure I smell good and wash myself.
But see, we know though. Come on, man. Our parents would not let us get out the house like this.
But I'm not judging that nigga, cause at the end of the day, he's still gonna be fucking hoes.
I don't care. That shit don't matter to me.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit don't matter to me. That shit don't have
He's
no
still fucking.
That
nigga's in Brooklyn.
Listen, I've seen niggas with I've seen. Listen, we all know.
I've seen crackheads in the corner in Brooklyn get pussy.
Listen, we all know people that are fucking like. Okay, that means nothing. I'm just saying he's practicing bad hygiene, and he shouldn't be doing it because
the nigga don't brush his hair.
The rat that don't try, but you got LeBron over there with all that shit in his head. What's worse? What's worse?
Oh.
What's worse? 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 What's worse That shit still looks.
Or you got Jalen Rose painting his hairline on.
Whoa.
Man, come on, man.
Oh, come on about Jalen. What are you doing over
Man,
here?
but you a grown man making millions of dollars. Why do I care what you
That
think?
shit's clear as day. Come on now.
MyT Sports.
I've seen the shit melting on the nigga face on television, kid.
Even if
Who
I
you-
did, you know what? If I'm Kevin Durant, I would probably.
Trust me, you talking to a nigga who thought that was real for the longest.
And when I put it to, and when I wanted to wash my ass, I make sure I get a bad chick $1,000 just to come and do it for me. And
Talk
put
that
it on
shit.
Instagram, just for y'all.
Talk that shit.
Okay, but make sure you put lotion on it and comb your hair out. Like, I'm saying though, like you could do all that shit.
I get $1 million. I get it millions of dollars, bro. I would be the same way.
You
bro.
don't need $1,000 to have somebody
I'm not
wash
a
you.
broke dude.
You just gotta take a shower and put on lotion and brush your hair.
Listen,
I'm just saying, bro.
If I got-
You don't know. Listen, you don't know. Because see, when you see that, you also know a lot of times that's that guy. That's that guy that don't brush his teeth sometimes. Like he feel too
Bro,
comfortable with that
when you
shit.
start-
That's the guy that feels
bro,
comfortable when I put it
when
on
you start your
deodorant.
dreads out,
We've known about that
when you
guy in
start your
school.
dreads
We've
out,
also,
bro.
of course.
Of
Okay,
course.
okay. So we
But
know.
see, here's the
like,
problem.
So because he's a millionaire, don't mean that he may not be the stinky
listen,
guy
listen,
too,
listen,
though.
Listen. I'm gonna put myself in the mantra of when
How many nappy froze we got out now?
Oh,
No. How many? Come on.
That's
I'm
not a
being
nappy
selective.
fro
I mean,
though.
nappy
That's
No.
That's not a nappy fro.
You literally won't wake up and you don't brush your hair for a whole 2-3 years until you start getting dreads. If you don't get them. That's dirty as fuck.
Growing dreads is something
That's
different.
way more dirty.
No, it's not.
No,
that's
it's not.
mad
It's
dirty.
not.
That's mad
Stop
dirty,
it.
bro.
Stop
That's
it.
mad dirty.
You still
That's
don't wash
mad
it.
dirty.
You don't wash or brush your hair on a regular basis.
What,
Period.
2-3 years
It
to
ain't-
get dreads?
But you know, you wash your hair to get. Who's not washing their hair for 2-3 years to get dreads?
How about this?
I'm not saying. I said on a normal basis. You ain't. In fact, first of all, black people who got hair don't wash their hair every day. We're not white folks. We can't do that shit.
That's facts.
First of all, let's get that out of the way. No, that'll make you. But he probably take a shower and wash the top of that nappy ass hair every day. But people who grow dreads
used to
don't do
brush
that
my
shit.
hair every
People
day.
nappy froze don't do that shit.
Put some fucking grease in that motherfucker.
So he
Brush that
probably
shit out 100 times. None of my business.
He probably his top of his head probably cleaner than Kobe Bryant. Well, not Kobe, but you know whoever, Donovan Mitchell, whoever the fuck you want to call the nappy fro. They don't comb
So,
that shit.
okay.
They literally wake up.
So, Jamil, how often do you remember the kid growing up that had nappy head, was always ashy, didn't comb out any of his hair, also normally didn't also smell bad and probably didn't have bad breath? How often?
What I don't. I mean, how does that relate to Durant?
I'm just saying, just because you got millions of dollars, don't, like I said, it accentuates what you are. It doesn't change what you are. So he accentuates being a millionaire stinky kid. I'm saying he may be the stinky kid. It's okay if he's the stinky kid.
He's but B.
And he can get pushed as a stinky kid.
We talked about hair and ash.
And then
We didn't jack the armpits.
and
We
you
didn't
know
jack
what- and you know what's gonna
we
happen?
didn't jack your dick smelling like trash.
We're gonna have another Jagged Jackley. She's gonna come out with another tell-all book, and she's gonna talk about how Kevin Durant had pill hygiene, and then you be like, "Oh yeah, this nigga did have stinky balls." Like,
Hey, like you know the people who smoke cigarettes, the rusty ass.
Oh man,
We
gross.
smell like that, like
Yeah.
Ain't nothing more annoying than kissing a bitch with some
I'm
cigarette
saying,
breath.
Kevin Durant's ankles look like stale cigarettes. Like, yes.
Man, I didn't even know that was his ankles, bro. I thought that was his socks. And I looked at
That shit look like the highway to hell.
I remember seeing that
I
picture.
didn't know it was his ankles.
No, look.
See,
for real,
Kevin Durant had a
like,
bad
I
acne
didn't know that
problem in
was his
Oklahoma
ankles.
City because he wasn't washing his face properly. See? Listen,
No, not
that's what the
it
fan
is.
said.
That's not what
That's what the
acne
fans-
does. Acne don't come from not washing your face properly. Acne is a chemical imbalance, bro. That's what. That don't even make no
Educate
sense.
them niggas,
You had
please, with that ignorant
They don't- that's
You
bullshit.
also
not
get
wash
acne
your
from not
face.
washing your face
If you
properly.
wash
From
your
having
face
dirt
too
build up.
much, you can get acne.
Dirt build up,
If you wash
acne.
your face too much, it's not
So
dirt
T,
build up, bro.
so
It's
T-
not.
Tyler,
Acne ain't
Tyler.
dirt build up, bro. It's
Chill, Will.
not.
Chill,
It's one of the causes of acne. Not the only cause, it's one of the causes.
Chill, let me get this.
No, it's not.
Talent.
Yes, it is.
Talent.
They even put this in commercials. Dirt build up.
Talent.
Clogged pores.
It's a
Clearly, Talent, you've missed me on the show because you just talking crazy.
Like in those Noxzema commercials, that's what he used to say.
That's what they
So
say.
you gonna tell?
To tell you that shit.
So
But
you
there's
mean
people
to tell
who
me?
got beautiful skin. Them motherfuckers wake up every single day and don't do shit to their face but put water on it and they still look beautiful. Because they ain't got no chemical matter. I'm telling you, bro. It's just this, bro. They got nothing to do. It's all got sugar. Like a whole bunch of sugar in your diet will cause acne.
There you go.
Not fucking
bad eating. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
All them greasy foods.
Those are all causes of acne.
That's the number one cause, if not the dirty face, dude. I mean, you can get blackheads, but not like them, not like an acne, like breakout problem.
Shout out to
That's beyond
facials.
that.
Pause. I'm overdue for one, to be honest. I need
Y'all
that.
crazy, man. Why y'all do my dude print like that?
Yo, y'all, whoa!
Listen, man.
I was really about to ask. So wait a minute.
That's what
Yeah,
happens-
now
that's
I'm
what
glad
happens
you
to
said. I'm glad you
people.
said that. So my question. So you mean to tell me that grown man who makes $40 million a year lives in a penthouse, probably in Dumbo, and you gonna tell me that brother don't wash himself and make sure you don't
It's
smell
okay
good
if you
leaving the
don't,
crib?
though. It's
Why
okay
not?
if you don't.
You could be the
Because
stinky
if I
kid.
got a chick that look like a Rihanna without her forehead in my bed, I could care less. What y'all think? She about to wash my ass.
You cannot give a fuck either, but I'm just saying though. Like, the stinky kid never gives a fuck. Like, they're inconsiderate.
Well, either way, that $40 million stinky kid is still waxing some
I
ass.
get you can do all of that. It doesn't make you not stinky though. It don't matter.
Word.
Bust your ass on the floor.
Hey, you see, that's probably how some niggas are. No, you're right. He probably don't wash himself because when he got them arms way up in them armpits out, I'm like, oh, you stink. I can't be close on you. Put my hand up.
He like, what you say to me? Like, what you say to me? Okay, I'm about to bust your ass.
Listen, he can still be the. Like, you make it seem like having money does not make him he can't be the stinky kid. Like understand he can get all this stuff. Like, still the stinky kid.
Man,
but we know
but I
stinky
don't
kids
think
that. I'm sorry.
You just making this up. Because we just know he asked you to come to here. That's just
Exactly. Ashy and no brush his hair. You the one jacking all the crazy shit.
That don't make him a stinky kid though, bro. that don't mean he when he go out he don't put.
All I know is listen. All I know is before I was on a happy relationship, if I had a piece, a shorty who was coming
And we
to
all
the
know
crib,
stinky kid that still
I
got
just
pussy.
made sure I washed myself, smell good, have my deodorant, brush my teeth and whatnot. If I was ashy, I was ashy. You're not gonna see it with these lights off. I'm about to what?
We all knew the stinky kid. So, yo, how this motherfucker got a girl? Like, we all knew a stinky kid that still had one. Like, we all drew the question, like, yo.
Just know the bitch couldn't smell. Just know the bitch couldn't smell.
He was very good at college genius. and he did other people's homework really well.
Shit, me.
Like, he got an A, she got an A, her sister got an A, her best friend get A's. They don't even do any work in
But
school.
normally a stinky kid in the hood probably just had problems though, for real. He wasn't just a badass stinky kid. He had like fucked up home situation. You know what I'm saying? So normally I don't think Duran is a stinky. Like I think he's pretty cognizant of his fucking smell. But
I'm saying.
Some stinky
This is a.
So
Wait a minute!
yeah.
Oh my God!
Right.
Wait a minute!
What?
This is a nigga who has a burner account and comes back towards anybody who says anything negative about him. You think he's stepping out his house smelling like shit?
Yes. Listen, the fact about I get it. Like some stinky kids when we were growing up, that's just housing situation, like whatever their parents' income may be. So that means when you choose to be a stinky kid and you got millions of dollars, that means it's a hygiene problem.
No, you just have issues. You just have issues.
Let me stop before he hits us up on the burner account. Next, you know, we're gonna see
Alright.
Kevin Durant's burner pop up in our podbean. Because you know we live on YouTube, we're live on Twitch. We're basically live anywhere that you can listen to live podcasts now, or you can watch a live podcast now. So you know he's probably somewhere like, hey yo, you're trending that stinky kid. So let's let you know if somebody calls
Stinky
Kevin
boy
Durant the
KD.
stinky kid. Right, they definitely got it from the podcast, and while
Shout out to Power Book 2.
They need to make sure that they give us all credit for that shit.
Shout out to Power Book 2. Got Mary out here living her best life.
Oh, look at Mary.
Paying her $350K per episode.
Listen, let's hope it goes up a little bit more. That's
Shit,
nice.
me? She need to get $1 million per episode the way she playing that role.
Listen, I want to see them get that Seinfeld money. Shit.
Shitting me.
People don't even understand how
Listen,
popular
man.
Seinfeld was back in that day.
Listen.
Shit. So, alright, now that we've lollygagged and talked about all the injuries, right? Let's wrap up with
This nigga brought Weezy out there.
let's wrap up with the All-Star Weekend, right? The All-Star Weekend, again, the NBA, I feel like they got it right for the most part. Like, you can't help what the talent does sometimes, but I feel like they had the right. That's not Wiz? Oh, that's Weezy.
He said Wiz. Come on, Wiz wouldn't wear no wild shit like that.
I had to check for a second.
Wiz.
Alright. So I'm about to watch this again with the sound on. I'm about to watch this whole thing.
Speaking of dreads, that motherfuckers might need to let go.
Oh man,
They possibly be 30.
Yeah, his shits is falling under.
Them shits been there since 02. We going on 20 years now.
He done done everything to them at this point. Shit. Right, but I feel like for the most part, the NBA got the All-Star Weekend correct. Right? I feel they got more right than they got wrong.
Hold on. How come you ain't talking shit about him? Because he looked way worse than Kevin Durant. He looked like his ass stank. He looked like a dirty kid. Lil Wayne, he looked like a crackhead completely.
Lil Wayne don't look like he's turning into a crackhead.
Yeah. But he looked like his ass
But
stank.
you look at Luda. Like that's how I feel about him. I feel like he's turning into a crackhead. Like he was just doing a little bit too much lean, and that shit was making his body lean the fuck out. Like he that shit was encaving on itself. Like even his dress looked like they was starting to fall out. But also, we weren't talking about.
Trust me,
I didn't talk about Lil
you
Wayne.
don't have to have the sound on to know what song is being sung right now. Khaled and Luda on the stage.
No, stop now. Oh no, the original version. I got that in my fucking playlist somewhere.
Or let me see any hands go up in the air for a second.
You the best. Yo, for real. Like Luda. Yep. And they stay there. Up, down. Cause all we do is win.
Oh my God. They gotta stop disrespecting Ludacris like this, son.
But Ludacris needs more credit in the rap game too.
I'm saying, B.
He does. And I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm gonna tell you
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we ride on them things like every day.
Like, that was 20 years ago. That was hot. Like Luda was hot, kind of like 20 years ago almost, 15, 20 years. That music's still relevant. A lot of shit's still getting played, bro.
Shout out to Fast and Furious, though.
That too. But also, I feel like we missed the golden opportunity of having Busta Rhymes and Ludacris do an album together. Like, I always felt like them niggas...
But I want that.
Shit,
Huh?
it ain't never too late.
Luda's not like no lyricist, though. Like, he not no lyricist. He'll say some silly, but he not Busta. Well, Busta Rhymes ain't either, you're right, so I mean...
They're both weird lyricists. Like, their wordplay is both nice. Like,
It don't matter. If
like,
all of a sudden you wake
enough.
up tomorrow morning and hear Ludacris and Busta Rhymes about to drop an album in 2 weeks, you listening.
And I don't know why, but I feel
you
like
you a buy.
I feel like somebody
It'll
from
be known
Kevin
too.
Durant's burner account peoples have made it into the podcast. Like I feel like they're watching us now.
Well, I can't tell. I had to get rid of podbean. That shit was killing like 15 gigabytes on my phone.
You gotta get rid of some. You gotta get rid of that cachet sometimes. Like clear that shit the fuck out.
15 gigabytes on my phone. I said, whoa, gone.
So All-Star Weekend, they had a celebrity game. They had light-skinned Anthony Mason out there doing power dunks all over the people, rearranging the rim, talking about that one little. I called Desmond Bain the muscle hamster, but yo, Myles Garrett was out there looking like the Incredible Hulk in this motherfucker, right? So they had that shit going on. They had the they had the HBCU Classic that went on, right? They had Howard. They erased a 12-point deficit where they ended up beating Morgan State.
I can't wait till he turns Orlando around.
He gonna turn somebody.
I can't wait till he turns Orlando.
I wonder if he's gonna stay in Orlando. You know, as a Knicks, I'm always wondering if everybody that's good is gonna stay with their team.
Listen,
especially guys like that.
If he turns Orlando around to what they used to be in like the late 2000s,
see, let me tell you this now, right?
Hall of Fame automatically.
Granted, this dunk contest,
He got the personality already.
He doesn't. He has a personality for New York. Period.
Fuck the New York right now. He's got personality. Period to just be in multiple All-Star games.
Oh yeah, to lead a franchise,
to lead a franchise, to be the voice of it. Everything.
He's similar to Anthony Edwards. Like
no.
Anthony
Anthony is mad unfiltered, and I love every second. Listen, I get league pass and make sure I get what's it called, Minnesota coverage, just for the post game when they got to do the interviews. Cause I'm like, what is this nigga gonna say tonight? That nigga,
what is going on here?
Whoa. Hey, yo! Whoa! Hey, run that!
So,
what the fuck?
It had to be like the sound people or the wire people working on.
I hope that's what that was. That looked like... Hold on.
Yeah, so they're trying to... Okay. So they're probably having sound issues, right? And they're trying to get themselves set back up. And they're trying to get that guy to get out. They're having issues down there. They're trying to get that dude out of there.
Don't do that shit now, son. Don't do that.
Yeah, so see, they're trying to get him out of there. And he's trying to finish up. He's trying to do shit. Like, no, you gotta get the fuck out of there. Get out of there.
It's go time. Okay.
Yeah. No.
I thought that was somebody rushing the spot.
Oh, see, first I thought somebody was coming from underneath their desk and like, oh shit, who the hell? Why they got random people underneath? You thought you thought the old man rushed up? That would have been funny.
I'm tight. They had Neek, Zeke. Who else? Keep it going. Clyde. All these niggas sitting there to watch that bullshit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay, I feel like in a weird way, this dunk contest should have been in New York. I didn't say it didn't quite perform the way it needed to, but I still feel like it should have been in New York because
Cole Robinson, I'm sorry.
And I'm saying this for a reason. Because it had Obi Toppin in it, and because of what Cole Anthony did, it was wasted on the wrong crowd. Like, that wasn't appreciated. Wait. What?
The wrong crowd. Dr. J, I'm sorry. You had to.
He look like he already knows what's about to happen.
He
has that look on his face like he
waste on the wrong crowd.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Do you know how many dunks? Fuck that. Fuck the other two right now because you just wanted to mention Obi Toppin and Cole. And do you know how many dunks they missed too?
I ain't saying they missed a ton of dunks. A slew of dunks. I prefaced this.
In New York, they would have got booed.
I preface this by saying I understand what that outcome was, but that means you have to hear me out here.
Hear you out? So them niggas can miss dunks in Madison Square Garden?
No, I'm not talking about that part.
You must want to scar these young niggas.
No. What I'm talking about is that Obi Toppin should have been dunking in New York. I'm talking about Cole Anthony should have been dunking in front of a New York crowd. Yeah, like. Who knows if they would have missed that? I mean, they probably would have been more focused. But also what I'm saying is that the crowd reaction would have been a whole lot better. And also, the whole Timberland thing went completely over a lot of people's head.
The crowd is not going to fuck with you missing 6, 7, 8 dunks in a row.
I don't think those two guys are missing dunks if they're coming.
Look at this. Oh. In warm-ups, you missing dunks.
No. Where they do that at? The only person I remember ever seeing miss a dunk in warm-ups was Steve Francis.
He practicing dribbling. He got dunks to make sure he got to get right.
Damn. See, I didn't even see how bad it was.
I'm sorry. They're being very, very nice with this score 6-10. They need to have this 0-10. Because these niggas need to start being embarrassed by some of the stuff that they start doing.
But you know what though?
Will hit hard. When you come out there and get a full goose egg, a 0, that's when that shit will hurt. That's when that shit will hit.
But I think they want to stop embarrassing people in the dunk contest.
Oh no, that's the problem. We're not embarrassing them enough. Like,
you can just come out here and just miss until you
and you'll still get at least a 30. 30 plus. 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 30
They should be able to get. Yeah, I agree with you. I'll get a 3.
Come
Get him
on.
some 2s. Get him a 1. Like we'll give you a 1 for effort. And what you guys were saying about Trae Young in that All-Star game, I agree with you. Like the fact that he didn't want to go back at Curry, the guy that you emulate your game after, and they could kind of talk about how you are the next stuff. It's basically, it's as disappointing basically like when LeBron didn't want to take that shot.
And how Chilwell was talking about, oh, you gonna be a New York Knick? I can't have you as a New York Knick.
Nope.
I can't have that. That's literally the complete opposite of what I want on my team.
See, like this, I thought would have been way more appreciated for a New York crowd. Like up to this point is what I'm talking about. Because he went into the New Jersey, people put the Timbs on. Like I heard a lot of, and I'm gonna tell you, because I heard a lot of people talking about the Timbs, and they didn't get it. They didn't understand what it was, and I'm like, yo, because that's what New York street ballers they do. Like yo, we balling Timbs, we will, you know what I mean? We thought like, see, only Obi Toppin understood it there. See, and a lot of people like, and then they were talking about how it was taking them too long to put on the Timbs and this, that, and the third, and la 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 la. And I'm like, yo, you understand? Like, the All-Star game has always been a part of showmanship, but you also got to make your dunks, though.
Ah!
You got to make your dunks.
You talking all this sweet nothings right now. All these sweet nothings. You gonna see. He missed about 5 dunks.
He wasted all his dunks last night on the. This was before the. Yeah. This was after the rookie game.
Look at Spike. Spike, like, this nigga better not fuck it up.
I'm just glad Spike didn't get in that position just to see that nigga miss. You know what position I'm talking about. I mean, you gonna let it slide for that one moment. Let's not let you see it on some basic shit. You said it's for the iconic shot. It only happened at iconic moments. Okay?
Damn.
Listen, just because I took up for him, don't mean I'm gonna let him forget that shit either. I'm as petty as the rest of you guys.
This shit.
So on top of the HBCU,
Aaron Gordon, I miss you.
On top of the HBCU Classic, right? We had the G League Next Gen Classic.
Levine.
Now the G League Classic, which both of these were inaugural events. The HBCU
Actually,
and also the G League one. What's up?
You know what? Matter of fact, from now until next year, I don't know about you, but me myself, I will not be glamoring over any dunk I see. Anthony Edwards could have a crazy dunk. I don't care.
What was Anthony Edwards here?
John Morant could have a crazy dunk. I don't care.
What was John Morant here?
LeBron James, crazy dunk. I don't care. Russell Westbrook dunked over Rudy Gobert. You lucky that didn't happen right now because I don't care. I don't care. I am sick and tired of you niggas having these crazy dunks, and I don't see none of it in the All-Star game. I'm sick and tired of it. So you know what? Fuck you guys and fuck your dunks. Giannis, crazy dunk. I don't care. I don't care.
Giannis is another one that should be a slam dunk.
Because don't care. Donovan Mitchell, crazy dunk. I don't care. I don't care.
Because granted for how they
DeMar DeRozan, crazy dunk. I don't care.
Granted for how much they talk about the big man and how they're probably not supposed to be so much. They didn't give much credit. Dwight Howard was still in the slam dunk contest. Like you could still do it, right? Giannis should be here. John Morant should be here. Anthony, like you guys are also too young. John Morant and
KD. KD can get up there. I don't care.
I don't want to see KD in the slam dunk contest. What? That was 2 attempts. 3.
Over this? You wouldn't want to see KD in the dunk contest over this?
I said I don't want to see KD in the slam dunk contest.
Over this?
I don't want to see him in the dunk contest, period. Kevin Durant?
Over what I saw here.
Huh?
Listen, at this point, I will take anybody who will go up there and dunk.
I don't want to see. I want to see him in a 3-point contest consistently every year.
But the problem is, I don't care. Right now, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All you superstars out there dunking, I don't care. Jason Tatum, I don't care. Jaylen Brown, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Any of yous that can get up. Any use. I don't give a fuck. I hope you miss all of your dunks for all I care.
So we only have like about a few minutes left before we're done with the podcast.
Devin Booker, you going up with 2 hands. I hope you miss.
Okay, I get it. But let's move forward.
Bitch ass niggas.
And let's move forward to
all these
a moment
dunks.
that the All-Star break took to look back.
All these dunks Sunday.
Okay, KJ, let's move forward.
None of them shits on Saturday.
They had a tribute to the top 75 players
Bitch
during the All-Star weekend. And they did it in a nice little way. They did it by position. They did the forwards, they did the centers, and they did the guards. And it took me a while to let me realize that they were doing it like that. But I'm not gonna lie to you. During the whole entire moment I'm watching it, right? I'm like, yo, and I'm gonna tell you what made it actually think a little bit better for me. I thought that was dope. See, I thought all of this would have been better elsewhere because Dr. J and another New York legend, he did that shit. As you guys don't know, Dr. J is a multiple-time champion, but that's before
Dr. Irving.
But that's before he made it into the NBA. Basically, he came into the NBA because of how much he was dominating his basketball league.
Andrew, you could have a nice dunk.
He was basically dominating the ABA, and he was a multiple-time champion, all-time scoring leader there. And basically, the next conquest would be to come and win and dominate in the NBA. He came over. They happened to be an emergent, and he ended up being with the Philadelphia 76ers for some years. He ended up also being with the New York Nets for a ton of years. I think he actually came over with the Nets.
New Jersey Nets.
I think it was New York Nets when they first came over. If I'm not mistaken, it was the New York Nets, and then they eventually switched over to the New Jersey Nets. But I think when Dr. J came over from the ABA with them, they were the New York Nets. That's also why they also been always the little brothers, kind of like how the Jets are looked at. That's kind of I guess why they probably even lumped in together sometimes. See, I didn't see how many times he missed.
He cheated. Watch the arm. Look at that clear push. He didn't have no confidence. Look at this. Come on, man.
He needed to do that.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you would have lost 2 points. You would have lost 2.5 points for me easily.
Come on, son.
I can't give you more than a 7 or 8 for that shit. What they give him? Ooh, they give him some good points.
He clapping for that shit. He clapping. That's how you know this shit's sorry.
So,
Steph, don't encourage that shit.
They did this. So they had this nice little tribute, and they ushered out all of the 75 greatest players that they have on their current list. Now who we all think is the 75 greatest players? I think the consensus. I think we all could agree on probably 90% of the list. But let's not talk about who they have right or wrong on the list. Let's talk about who we saw. Right? Let's give the roses to the people that was there. Let's not, because we can always talk about people that they missed. What's up?
The ones who actually flew out.
Yes.
Not the hoe ass niggas who stayed home.
A few of them I can understand.
The ones who passed. Rest in
COVID
paradise.
Or people that just have problems traveling.
The ones who passed, rest in paradise.
For real.
The ones who are old of age, Bill Russell, we give y'all a pass.
Health issues, things like that. But
Scottie Pippen, you bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. Just because
Anthony Davis, you bitch ass nigga. Russell Westbrook, you bitch ass nigga.
Why was Anthony Davis not there?
I have no clue.
So why were none of the Lakers there? Were they playing? I'm gonna say, I'm tripping. All-Star weekend. My brain just had a fart. Like, why the fuck would they not be there? That makes no goddamn sense. For Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook
listen,
not
this
be
is
there?
a bright spot of my season, especially the way Russ been playing.
What the fuck was that, OB? I ain't gonna lie. I also be disappointed by OB's dunks in the game. I'm telling you, he's a little too light skinned with his shit. His shit ain't explosive enough.
All his dunks were the ones that he made were light skinned dunks.
Okay, that's that second attempt. Okay, from what I saw, wasn't that bad. It's nobody doesn't see. It's just that we want clean dunks on the first attempt.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that's what it is.
Yes.
That's what helps.
Shout out Vince Carter.
Shout out to a lot of.
Shout out to Tracy McGrady. Shout out to Stevie Francis. Shout out to Jason Richardson.
He's lucky that way.
Shout out to Dwight Howard. Gerald Green. Shout out Zach. Shout out Aaron Gordon. I'm sorry. I'm like Shaquille O'Neal out here. First attempt. If it ain't on the first attempt, because I know what's coming.
So last night we got a chance to see Jordan, Rodman, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Oscar Robinson. And can I tell you what was making this so great for me? Because I was watching it with my girl, right? For a moment. And as everybody's coming out, I'm giving a little back of their playing card shit to her. Like, this is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, most points ever in NBA history, 38,387. Oh, this is John Stockton. He has the most assists ever. You know what I mean? The only person to have double-digit assists for 10 straight years. This is so-and-so. Oh, this is so-and-so.
Karl Malone, what the fuck? Why you weren't there, nigga?
He don't like the
I'm saying.
Karl Malone don't fuck with the NBA, period, I feels like. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like Karl Malone...
He's been like this since when he was playing, too.
Yeah, I feel like Karl Malone, if he didn't have to... I always thought he was a dirty player. I could care less. You know how I feel about him. That Carl Anthony were the Brady passed him the all-time scorer if he didn't have John Stockton on his team, right? But also, outside of that, I don't think he ever really like fucking with the NBA. Or maybe he's just one of those guys where he's just a... So that was the NFT chain that he had on?
Yeah. See, here's the problem with it. This is all cool and dope and giving it to Zeke and whatnot and everything. You have to make your dunks.
And we understand like the showmanship is there and everything else like that, but you have to complete your dunk.
To make your dunks. This became a Nate Robinson scenario.
So let me ask you this then. It's not even so much if they need to change the dunk contest, which obviously that's a given.
Come on,
right? So what do we need to do here?
It can't be the last event no more. It cannot.
Well, that's one thing. Like, do we need? That was what I was going to ask. Do we need to reorder it now?
Yeah, reorder it.
Because now,
reorder it.
Since today, right now, is more about the Splash Brothers than it is
reorder it.
Than it is what is it called? Lob City and shit like that. You know what I mean about the dunk?
Change it up.
It's about the 3-point shot. So how about the 3-point shot? Now that goes in, nigga. What?
Come on now. Come on, son.
How about that goes in last?
See, here's the thing now. I guarantee we moved that dunk contest to the very first event. That'll have some motherfuckers come out for it.
There'll be people out there. Yeah.
That'll have some motherfuckers like, oh no, we can't have the dunk contest out there first going out like this.
They
put us before the skills challenge. At that point, nigga, where's your pride at?
You got to show like, oh, we deserve to be the main event again. Yeah, us dunkers needed to be because that's what it is. You know what? The dunkers aren't taking enough pride in being dunkers anymore.
Exactly. I can't. What? Do you understand now? From now to the end of the season, I can't watch you go up and posterize somebody all crazy and get hyped about it like that.
Man, you should have done the dunk contest. Actually, you know what? I feel you because it's the reason why we don't do it for LeBron. Why for years LeBron has yoked on people. And I'm like, okay,
wait till because you didn't watch the All-Star game, right? Wait till you watch some of the dunks that you saw out there. You're literally gonna get mad. I was watching last night and I was like, yo!
I seen Cole Anthony get better. Put off a little mini. I was like, yo, he must have bust this nut. Nut before.
Son, Ja Morant had 2 dunks, and this is the one time where if you actually wanted to listen to your nemesis say something, this is the only time you could ever. Because Ja came on in the interview. You know, the interview that you do during game, and he was like,
okay, you know
he was like, Ja,
because he'll ask
please, we need you in that dunk contest next year. Trying to get it out of him right there. I was like this. Well, Ja, what's up, nigga? Don't go LeBron on me, nigga. Don't do that.
And you see, this is why I hate LeBron sometimes so much
because he started this.
Because he don't realize that the little petulant shit that he does is going to trickle down to other people that aren't as important as you.
The answer that Ja Morant gave is a LeBron answer, straight up. you're gonna be so disappointed when you hear it. You're gonna be like, nigga, you can't go out there put them 2 dunks that you just did during the game, watch that dunk contest, and then give that answer when someone flat out asks you. I would rather at that point that you fucking lie to me. Fucking say that you in it and then come back the next year and say, no. But in the immediate aftermath, you can't do that to me, bro. You cannot.
Oh my God, they laughing at this nigga Jalen Green.
Oh yeah, exactly. He's still out there dunking. He's still out here trying to do his first attempt. That's how bad it was. That's how bad the.
But I heard he went like 1 for 9. Like
bro,
his first
horrible.
I did hear that. Damn, he
Horrible.
was last 2 out of the first people. See, he's the reason why people thought it was so bad. Finally, he made it, and it was a horrible dunk. That shit was basic. But at least he finally made it after jumping 8 billion times. Look at Shaq, not impressed. This is rough. Alright, folks, you know what? I don't think we're going to keep you guys here much longer. We're about to go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, folks, we had a big weekend. We had a big sports weekend. We had an all-star weekend that was going on. And I don't know what I want to do I don't know what I want to do to spice up this slam dunk contest. I don't know if we want to continue talking about this on Wednesday. It's getting pretty late. We got to wrap this up here. But they're gonna have to find a way to get the stars to want to do this, and I don't know.
This is garbage. That's garbage.
Yeah, they have to find a way to get the stars to want to do this, and I'm trying to figure out, like, one, it's gonna have to be significant amount of money to their charity.
Exactly. At this point, start paying them. Start paying
Yeah.
them. Start paying them. Like, yo, job.
$5 million to your charity. Easy.
Zach.
Like, we're giving. Listen, this is a charity weekend anyway. HBCU, G League. I'm talking about all kinds of people. Every 4-point riffle shot gets 4,000. Like, it's a charity event anyway. Hey yo, we'll give you $5 million, 2.5 million, or whatever to your charity.
NBA All-Star Saturday night. Do you understand that the MLB All-Star Home Run Derby is more entertaining than your All-Star Saturday night right now?
At least for the slam dunk contest.
No, the whole night. The Home Run Derby is more entertaining than All-Star Saturday night right now.
He's still dunking?
You see what I'm talking about?
Okay, because he was last time. And he had the lowest score. He ended up being first. This is bad because he just went 1 for 9. You're gonna push him right back out there, and he made the slam dunk contest look so bad single-handedly because everybody else did at least within 3 chances.
No, B. That's him changing up his dunk.
No, he made 1 dunk already. This is the second time. This is the second one. I seen the one that he made from the side. That's not a bad dunk if you could have made it the first time. But see,
once again, shout out Mike.
But also,
shout out Kobe.
Like I said, because he just went 1 for 9, this makes it look even worse because he goes like 1 for 5 here. So now you're seeing him jump up and down 15 straight times, damn near. Yeah, at least they gave him a decent score for it. Is Cole Anthony still in Tim's?
See, that's another thing too. I would have respected his Tim's move had he kept the shits on all night for all his dunks. Especially, listen, you gotta understand how the shit was going too. How this thing goes, like, yo, this is ass. If I just keep my shit on right now and just keep dunking, I could probably go stupid.
See, I never understood how Cole Anthony made the slam dunk contest.
Because that's the other thing too, like I've never seen him like really go crazy like that.
I feel like once nobody would go in, he was like, "I'll do it." You know what I mean? They were
absolutely. You could tell by the showmanship and everything that he, like, you know.
I know he's definitely a showman. That's also like he could have won this from showmanship alone.
Listen, you see the showmanship. You just wish the Orlando Magic were better because you know in an All-Star game. Now see, a dunk like that, you do that shit on first attempt,
That's
nigga,
nasty.
we going crazy.
That reminds me of some Steve Francis shit for some reason. But I never thought he was a dunker like that.
Exactly.
Like I never thought he got up like that.
Exactly.
Like when I heard, I was like, he's in this, not the skill contest, not the 3-point contest.
Word.
Like he's in the dunk contest. I never seen him body anybody in game. Again, I feel like they just didn't have enough. Like John Morant couldn't make it. It was like, what point guard want to do it? He's like,
Like literally, at this point, I think it's because they literally just have nobody who will do this shit.
Because who's the guy that also Golden State? No, they didn't know about him. I even thought it was gonna be, damn it.
Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine Levine doing a dunk like?
See, he don't get up enough.
Could you imagine?
Look at him. He doesn't even get up enough.
Could you imagine Ja Morant doing a dunk like this?
Do you have his finger?
Oh yeah. He was definitely doing all this after he was done. But Ja Morant,
See,
crowd. At least he got the right mindset. The problem is he just
can't get up.
Make the fucking.
He don't got the ups for it.
Like, come on, so I'm like.
Bad
Rolling
throw.
too far,
This is like
come
attempt
on,
number
yo,
4
man.
now. I feel like Cole Anthony is what we thought Austin Rivers was going to be.
True that.
But that pizza.
Yeah, the pizza's downstairs if you want it. I've been sitting there pigging myself out.
Alright. And folks, let's let you guys know. I think that's about.
That's the end of the show.
Yeah.
No, don't end the show now.
Maybe it's 11:20. It's already past our time.
True that.
Like KJ got you know, he got his own.
I gotta drive back to Pembroke Pines and be at work at 6 a.m.
Yeah, he got it.
Oh, that's nasty.
But man, we gonna continue talking, and because I'm pretty sure
I love y'all. Niggas is back.
and I'm pretty sure we're not done talking NBA All-Star Weekend.
Hell no.
Right? Like so
Like I said, niggas. Somebody could do a crazy poster dunk by the time next time. Well, it'd be Friday because Wednesday there's still no games. Somebody could do a crazy poster dunk by Friday. I won't give a fuck. You think I'm playing too?
But we'll be at Sharky's on Wednesday, 400th episode of the Mighty Sports Podcast. Make sure you guys come out there.
400.
Don't not just come over there and show your support to the Mighty Sports Podcast. Also, don't come and give some love to Sharky's. They're a great bunch out there. And if there's something on there, go ahead. What kind of sport? You know, I gotta find a way to watch college basketball
responsibly, son.
Because I can't find that shit.
It's getting to the time to start watching college basketball.
I can't find a way to watch. I don't have ESPN. Right? I don't have regular ESPN. I have ESPN Plus. I can't find no way to watch college basketball.
ESPN Plus.
Somebody help me find a way, because even the Cody don't be working.
I might have a way, but we gotta cut the air off first.
Oh, we about to cut everything.
We gotta cut the air off first. Love y'all, but I can't give y'all this exclusive on the air.
If he's like that. But hey, listen.
And we give y'all everything. We give you 3.5 hours of this shit. There's just certain things that you just can't hear. It be like that. It's a hard knock life.
You know what? I forgot. I have this. It's Monday, okay? I'm out of rhythm sometimes, and I'm like, oh, that was a nice dunk too. See, like I just saw the highlights of all the end dunks, and I'm like, okay, like this was actually pretty nice.
Exactly. You didn't see how long it took to do that. Obi, get the fuck out the way. God damn.
Share my talents with podbean live.
Somebody ushered was like,
These light-skinned niggas.
You know,
that's the other problem too. We had straight light-skinned niggas.
oh, this is the lightest slam dunk contest we've ever had.
Last of the real
Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon are.
Like I'm gonna tell you this. There's
even though they're light skins, them niggas are different.
There's no worthy NFTs in this slam dunk contest.
Oh no!
Improve.
Because one way to easily, one way to figure out what NFTs are, people just think about posters. So instead of saying, "Oh, that's a poster moment," then that's an NFT moment.
That's an NFT moment.
Because you know what happens? Now these guys get to own their own NFTs of themselves. They get to own their own image and likeness from their own highlight moment. Instead of somebody else capturing it and doing all that shit, they capture their own NFTs now.
Wild night.
Oh man! That was first time!
Tired.
Okay.
My
Okay, look at that. He was come on, man. He gave him the little. Look at that.
You understand that was the same dunk that he had did, right?
Wait, what happened, homie?
That's why that dunk wasn't as lit. That was the same dunk that he had ended up doing in the first round.
No. I'm gonna rewatch it with the sound on. I'm missing something.
Oh, no. Oh, actually, no. I remember what happened. No. This is not the same dunk. The problem is, it ended up being soft. You saw how the ball went in the hole.
All his dunks are soft. Even his first one, the ball barely went the fuck in, though. He you know what? This is just wrong with all these light-skinned niggas in the dunk contest. See?
This is why they needed some Jason Richardsons in that
I don't
motherfucker.
get this. During a weekend that is highlighted by Kobe, why is the Mamba mentality not being orchestrated? Like, you know what these guys needed to be hearing? This whole time someone got this, yo, stop going to the lane like a light-skinned nigga and go like a... You just need to play that one skit over and over again. I didn't even realize it's a whole light bunch.
Damn it.
This is really the lightest motherfucking thing we've ever had. And we got some international flavor in here too. But it's the lightest slam dunk
Look at
contest.
this. This nigga practically pushed Andrew Wiggins.
They got their cats over here pushing off. We having
Come on, son.
So you know what? You know what happens in a light skinned nigga slam dunk contest? They over here pushing niggas. They're changing their shoes. Right? They're repeating their.
Obi
repeating
Toppin
their
too
thumbs,
damn
they're
powerful
missing-
to be going up soft like that. But it's okay, Obi. You don't get up like that. But then I see this nigga. But then I come to All-Star game Sunday night and see Ja floating. I see Zach floating. I'm like, y'all niggas is just teasing.
He's a
Y'all
glider.
niggas-
That's what's like. Obi Toppin is a glider to the rim. He's not explosive. He glides. Because he doesn't go strong. He goes soft and he kind of glides in that. Watch him. Ja explodes. That nigga glides.
But he glides.
That nigga just glides. There's no explosion.
Exactly, that's the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Zach and Ja glide and explode. Thank you, phone. Damn.
Alright.
I'm really gonna watch some dunks. I feel like now for the next couple weeks I'm gonna be Michael. I forgot the
Shit.
I forgot the biggest name right now in terms of dunking. Miles fucking Bridges.
Yes. We could have. I ain't gonna lie. I thought we was gonna have a nice little slam dunk contest this year.
Miles fucking Bridges. I couldn't get that in the dunk contest. Bridges. Yeah. I don't want to see no Miles Bridges dunks right now, yo.
I ain't
I
gonna lie.
want to see no Miles Bridges dunks.
I thought we was gonna get a
Nah.
nice little.
Nah.
When I heard the names for the slam dunk contest, the
Nah.
only name I could possibly respect
Nah,
was
son.
Obi, and that's only because he's a New Yorker.
Nah, son.
Everybody
I don't
else,
want to see no Miles.
everybody else I was scratching my head about.
I don't want to see no Miles Bridges dunks. I'm not jacking it. Because Miles Bridges, you can't keep dunking like that mid-game and not step out on one of these. I'm sorry.
There's a lot
I'm
of
sorry.
disappointment here.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of disappointment. Of that, folks, the rest of you, we're going to finally cut this off. Right? So you guys can stop listening to us on Instagram. Also, I can stop standing up. You can stop staring at my dick because my eyes are up here, bird.